Hi, and welcome. Oh, I can't hear anything. Am I speaking?
You are.
Oh, fantastic. That was a great start. Welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. I think it's the new music that you put on, Chris. It reminds me of like a Sunday intro while you're waiting in a church service, and it's got like the time. You got 5 minutes, 4 minutes. That's what I was feeling. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Oh, now see that I had to change the music for copyright
I
issues,
know.
but now see you've added
I've ruined it for you now as well.
I gotta
You,
find new
you
music
hear it now.
now. I do. Golly, dang it! Because I like that one because it just builds, and it's
Oh
it's got
yeah,
some
no. Well,
melodic
I
to
was
it, and
just all I saw was like the musicians, getting
yeah,
the strings and
yeah.
stuff with this background music, and I was like, this hasn't taken me to a happy place, man.
Yeah, no, I totally see that now, and it's just trauma. That's all that is right
Anyway,
there.
welcome back to the best thing you watch this week. We're gonna talk media, entertainment. I have some really interesting ones to talk about this week, Chris, because I there's some that I liked, but it
Okay.
will be like not the best thing. And then there's like the worst ones on my list that are not the worst, but were fairly good. So it's like I didn't really know where to put some of my content, and I guess we
Ah.
will talk about that. And I know you and I have some differing opinions on one particular title, so that's going to be fun. I'm just spitting on my mic. Um, but before we get stuck into all of that, let's see who's here it joined us for the live. If it's your first time, welcome.
Yes, absolutely. We've got M. King. We are so happy that you are here. I'm writing down a time code as I'm trying to type or talk also, and that's just not working. But I'm glad that you look forward to this every Saturday. That's outstanding. We're glad. Crochet a while and listen. Also, same. Thank you. Appreciate that. Um, we watched Wolves. Well, Ruben watched all of Wolves. I watched part of Wolves. So yeah,
Oh,
it'll
is
be
that on purpose?
no.
Oh,
That
okay.
was I had things to do.
Okay, cool.
So
Good,
and
good.
I didn't watch it early. So
Right.
yeah. Yeah. Um yes, we changed the intro
I'm so sorry for that music, guys.
yeah, I don't well,
Blame Chris. I blame
I,
Chris.
well, yeah, of course, I had to. I mean, part of it was literally it was because of copyright
Yeah.
stuff. There's YouTube provides free music that is copyright free, so that ads can play or whatever, and no, it doesn't touch it. Well, the music that we were using fell into that category until this week. That
That's really
artist's
sneaky because then you might not even look and just click past it, right?
Well, no, you can't. When
Okay.
scheduling lives, you have to be if you there's a copyright section, and so I can
I see. Well, that's
attribute the
helpful at least.
music,
Yeah.
yeah, to that, which is great. But it's just like, dang it, this one, I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
nothing to do with anything first world problems there. We'll probably be looking for new music now because Ruben has just reminded me of all kinds of trauma. So yeah. Tough Cookie. Hey, your first live. Awesome. Thanks
Oh,
for joining us. We're glad
love
that you're
the
here.
name as well.
Yeah, and the profile picture. Orange
Hmm.
cat. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. We had an orange cat. My kids have an orange cat.
Remind me of the cat from Guardians, the one that's not really a cat.
The Flurgan or whatever that is.
Whatever that the
Yeah.
interdimensional being that like space rainbows or something. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, Captain Marvel. If you
Yeah.
haven't
That
seen the
one.
second Captain Marvel, the
Oh,
Marvels,
yeah.
you must.
Fantastic scene with the cats at least. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, but Tough Cookie, hey, welcome. Call Sign Mavericks channel, welcome as well. Hey, glad you're here. Did you guys watch Sharam? Hey, uh, we will talk about that. We are going to talk about Wolves with
Yes.
Brad Pitt and George Clooney. So there you go. Just hang on. We'll get to it. Uh, Shiny, Ruben. Oh, you can't even see it because
I
you have it on
can't no
everything.
because I'm cleaning my glasses, so I'm
Okay,
pretending
well,
that I'm
I'll
kind of here.
I'll do it.
Okay.
What's up?
I have a head cold, so that hurts to say loud.
Okay. Okay. I yeah, there you go. That's yeah. We appreciate that. The Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Karen Bun Fun. Hello.
Still
Glad
fun to
you're
say
here
that
as
name.
well. Love it. Love it. Oh, because I exactly the profile picture, the avatar is exactly what I picture when I
Yes,
hear the Bunny Dojo.
so good. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, Sharam, keeping us updated. Thank you. We appreciate this. So Manchester United and Tottenham, and then Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Oh,
Okay.
really? Tomorrow?
So I'm
Okay.
guessing Tottenham's going to win and Real Madrid's going to win.
You think Tottenham will win over
Man
Man
U used
United?
to be good. They're not as good as
Oh,
they used to be. Yeah.
okay. Okay. I used to watch when I would watch some things just before World Cup, and it was a couple of years ago. I had access to like Fox Sports,
A
something like
sports
that.
acting. Yeah.
I would root for Tottenham.
All right.
So I don't know why. There was no specific reason other than it just
Hey,
felt
man.
like they were
You
an
choose, you choose
underdog.
to stick with them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just liked it because I thought they were underdogs. Well, I don't know if they are or not though.
Cool.
So yeah. Zed, hey there.
Hey, Zed.
Um, oh, family holidays. Well, hey, that's good. I hope you had a great time.
Mm.
Did you go any place fun, or was it just like a staycation?
But really, our live stream should be our live stream, family holidays, work, sleep. Us at the top, right?
What about food?
No, forget food. Who needs
Okay,
food? I've
okay,
eaten enough food to last 3 lifetimes.
okay, okay. Fair enough. You see Ruben's ranking of where we fit in the list of importance. So there.
I have an overinflated shape.
It's okay. We're getting close to winter. You
Cool.
know, like
Yeah, yeah.
bears. We
Yeah, yeah.
we
So it's the
we
hibernation shape.
yeah.
I
You
like
have
it.
to
Let's do it.
add the girth to it. Yeah. Uh,
I figured it was. I'm not even venturing into that. Like I have
uh,
actually cancelled Disney. I don't have Disney anymore. So
I- and I haven't even watched. I haven't watched it. I don't remember the last. There's a handful of I just haven't
did
watched.
you even
So
watch The Acolyte? I don't think you did.
no, I didn't.
No. So, yeah,
No,
like, you're like me.
I and I wanted to watch Andor. I just have never gone back to it. So
Oh,
I don't even.
Andor's great. Yeah.
I don't remember the last Disney Plus series that I've
Yeah.
watched.
I feel like most people do now. I think it's just like we need a break from it. We're on a break. We were on a break. Yeah. So
Ah, yes.
quick
Actually, you
then.
know what?
Yeah.
It was appropriate. That was a good one. I think Percy Jackson though was the last one that I
True.
watched,
That was excellent.
and
Yeah.
that was really good.
That was really good.
So,
And I'm so glad that's been renewed for a second season. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So there you go. That's yeah.
But thanks for
Um,
letting us know, Sharon. That's so funny. I love it. It's just not mincing words at all.
no,
This is just
straight to the point. This is what it is. Fair enough. That's good. Luna Cascade, hey, welcome. Okay, so you've been watching From. Are you on season 3 now?
Yeah,
Because I
I
know
think that's
season
what it is.
3 has started. Well, I don't know if Luna though is on season 3.
All right. Yeah.
You know,
I think
but
Luna
yeah.
was saying that they were looking forward to season 3 a few weeks back. So
Okay,
probably 3. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I still have to finish season 2. I mean, it's getting so much buzz, and it makes me have FOMO. But at the same time, I've been burned once.
You know what, though? I like the idea of waiting. Like, if there's enough buzz, then it's going to keep some
Mm.
people's going to watch. But having it like a contained story of like 3, 4 seasons, just a whole story, and that's what's mapped out rather than wondering what's going to happen with it.
Oh yeah. Well, and think of the binge too, because I rewatched Lost with my kids. My
Mm.
wife and I watched it, with our kids, and it was such a different experience watching it in huge chunks rather than watching from week to week. And then we had the writer's strike at one point, and so it was like you back in the day, not the current one or the recent one,
There's been
but
so many.
so there was like 18 months of no lost, you know, and then it came back with a shortened season, and it was just really
And it was
weird.
crap.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it's just different. So I mean, if they have it all mapped out and they conclude the show
Mm,
from how
mm.
they want to, watching it as a giant binge might be really, really
Be really
enjoyable.
fun. If it's like
Yeah.
you would love it in England, like because we're going straight into the wet months now. So perfect for binging with a duvet and a cup of tea. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, earlier this week where it was 11 o'clock at night here. It was still 87 degrees outside,
Ugh.
which I don't know what that is but in Edinburgh, because I do have that on my phone as one of the things to look at. It was 39 degrees and it was raining. So it was 7 a.m. there and it was raining and 39 degrees and the high was going to be like 53. Tell you what, very, very difficult to not just want to say F you to all of this.
We're going,
Get on a plane and stay there. I'm going to be an illegal
dude.
immigrant. I'm just
I'd
going to
love to
keep a
say that I
little.
would be the voice of reason, but for personal reasons, I would much rather you guys be here.
Dude, yeah, no, if I could figure out the immigration part of it so that we could actually stay legally
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and not have to be on the run type of thing,
Yeah,
then
that would be also great. Yeah, because running, who needs that?
unless I'm being chased by a bear and then I only have to be faster than one other person.
I mean, you can put me in a motorized wheelbarrow if you want and just push me down the hill. That's
I want to
fine.
see what is a motorized wheelbarrow.
I don't know. I just thought of it.
Dude,
That's a thing.
it,
I thought of it first.
I'm gonna say if that
It's
doesn't exist, you need to
that
patent
probably
that bad
exists. If you
boy.
can think it, it exists, right?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, but still, I want to see one of those. That would be because you've used a wheelbarrow, right?
Yeah,
Have you ever
of
have
course.
you ever crashed them?
Oh yeah, it's
Like
horrible.
all the time, right? Yeah.
Very hard not to forcibly push your friend in a wheelbarrow and make them,
Oh,
fall gracefully. Yeah.
just true. I was just thinking of just filled with dirt
Oh no, I
and
did that too.
y-
But as
y-
kids, we just the
oh, of
things we play
course.
with were stupid, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We went through the McDonald's drive-through in a shopping cart one time, and they refused to serve us. It
But you're a
was
moving vehicle.
That's what we said. It was
There's
very
no
disappointing.
stipulation that it has to be engine. Yeah.
And this was like at 11 o'clock at night. I mean, so it's not like they were busy. You know what I mean? Just humor some idiot
Come
kids.
on.
Just yeah. Anyway, back to the comments
Anyway.
here. Sharath, hey, I'm glad you're here. Um, I Naket, I don't even know what that is. Are those
Sn- I thought it was a snail, but it's
snails?
not. It's a
Oh,
someone waving sideways. So basically, hi.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought it was a
But it's
snail first.
hey, that's
Um,
great. Hi, Naket. We're glad you're here. Oh, Zed, you think I know more about UFC than soccer? Um, why would you think that?
she-
Is that because I'm
Maybe
in
he just thinks
America?
your ground and pound tactics were like, really on point.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Can I? Well, hey, I'm going to because we have the microphone. I was in a thrift store a handful of years ago and just looking through some stuff. And if you know me, I will be polite to people, but I am not outgoing when it comes to public spaces. I don't walk up to people and say hi. I don't start
And you don't
conversations. I don't do
get
any
in
of
their
that.
personal spaces. Yeah.
No, 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 no. If somebody says something to me, I responded. I met some people who recognized me, which was weird,
That's
and
crazy. It's so cool,
it
isn't it?
it
I
was
mean, in
yeah,
the
no,
world of 8 billion people, it is still.
yeah, it catches me completely off guard, and I'm thinking, no, you're thinking of somebody else. But anyway, that I was in this thrift store looking for some stuff, and as I'm just going through, this one dude grabs a was it a shirt? Maybe it was a jacket. Doesn't really matter. And he holds it up, and it's got this really weird picture of this dude named Manny Pacquiao, and I guess he's like a fighter. Do you know that name, Ruben?
No.
Okay, good, because that's where I was at.
Oh, okay.
So he holds it up, and then he starts talking to me, and he's like,
Oh,
"Dude, it's Manny Pacquiao," and I'm like, "Wait, are you talking to me?"
oh,
And
hello.
he's
Maybe it's just
yeah,
friendly.
Well, he was very excited about this because he kept talking about it. And I'm
Right.
like, I don't know who this is. I don't even know who you are. So whatever. And if you're excited about it, then buy it. Because I don't know who. Just, so I think I had to go back. I either pulled it up on my phone or went home and looked at it to try and figure out
You're
who that
like,
was. And
who the heck is this?
yeah, I believe he's some fighter. I don't even know if it's UFC.
But talking
Um,
about UFC, we love Kevin, what's his name's movie? He was more
oh,
something.
yes. Here Comes the Boom.
Here comes
Kevin
the
James.
boom. That was so much better than that film had any right been.
Dude, that's the thing because it was when it first came out, I was like, you are just making a comedy version of Warrior.
Yeah.
And Warrior is
And War is fantastic. Yeah, it's such a good film. Yeah.
yeah, so I was like, that's not kind of cool, but whatever. And then I instantly just shut up because
You got caught up and you actually care about this teacher. Oh man, that makes me want to go watch it. I might watch it this evening. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it too because I rewatched it like several months ago,
It's so
and
fun.
Henry Winkler is outstanding in it. The whole cast, it's just
Yeah.
wonderful, isn't it?
It's actually, yeah, it puts me in a good mood, that film.
Yeah.
Mm.
I the one thing I do like about UFC is I like the super quick knockouts.
Oh,
Where somebody just
some of them are
runs up, jumps, and like
spectacular.
nails them in the
Superman
neck.
punch or a
Yeah,
weird flippy spinny spready to the gods. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And then like 30 seconds into it, it's over, and you're like, oh, I feel bad for all those
Yeah.
people who did pay per view.
There's no tapping out. That person's just gone. Which makes me even more excited to watch, although it's not wrestling, Tyson's fight coming up in
Oh,
November. Because I would laugh my head off if it was like literally 10 seconds. He walked in there and did the Iron Mike Tyson pretend
just
jab, whack, or just a nice uppercut. Done.
I'm
Yeah,
so there for it. I
that'd be
really hope
great.
that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so Shiny, we were talking about this last
okay,
week.
this last week, yeah.
Yeah, Shiny ordered the coconut candy bounty. Should be coming today. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we decided that was. Wait, does bounty have almonds in it?
I
Did
don't
we?
know.
Okay, well,
Because I don't like coconut, so I don't eat it.
tell you
Wife
what.
loves it.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm gonna get her some mounds then, because
Yeah,
that'll
I
be
think
good.
that's basically what we said. Bounty is mounts. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Son of Soils, good evening. We are glad that you're here.
Hey,
Niket really enjoyed Wolves. Good, good. I think we're gonna
I'm looking forward to talking about it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Crochet a while and listen. Husband is getting caught up on his wrestling and football. Oh, okay. So American football stuff, and,
Right.
and,
And
and
American wrestling.
she's
Yeah.
watching us. Yes, exactly. That's
We're
great.
talking about wrestling. Oh, brilliant. sorry,
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 Crochet a
sorry,
while.
sorry,
We'll get back
sorry.
to movies and
Yeah,
stuff.
we're going to talk movies now. Yeah, yeah. Talking of which,
Uh,
should we start?
well, there's a lot of comments. Let me get through some
Okay.
more of these so we can come back. Yeah.
Some guys are so
Cool.
talkative.
I love it. Love
Yeah.
it. Okay, so having difficulty deciding whether to go watch The Substance or Never Let Go.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh man.
I've seen The Substance and it's excellent, but your review of Never Let Go was also excellent. So I wouldn't know how to choose. Watch both?
Uh, they're definitely different movies. That's the thing. I mean, like one is body horror and
Yeah, I guess
one
it's what you're in the
is
mood for. Yeah.
psychological thriller type more. So
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. You can't go wrong with either of them. How about
No.
that?
Yeah, that's do eeny meeny miny mo.
Tough Coffee, you're loving from. Outstanding. Good. Okay, so we watched all season as they appeared. So this is from also with Louis.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So season 3 just dropped. Like the mystery. See that's the. I enjoy the
Yeah, for me
mystery.
as well. I like the mystery, but there needs to be some answers, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing that had worried me even when we began season 2. It was like you're just piling on more.
Mm.
Okay.
Just want to say I'm right. I'm just looking at the future.
Okay. Um, I lately been wondering why series get higher ratings than movies on average. Are the standards for series rating lower, or are they really that much better than movies?
I think the writing's better for TV series a lot of the time.
Could be, yeah, but because they typically have more time to flesh things out.
I mean, that's a big part of it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, eh, okay, so Bunny Jojo, Mom and them are rewatching from seasons 1 and 2.
Mm.
Oh, that's good. So then you can build up season
I
3
think I
and
might
have
do
the
that
binge.
actually because it's been so long.
Yeah,
When I watch season 3, I'll go from the beginning.
the tension of season 1 as
So
like
good.
that storm and stuff that's coming or whatever that is. That was
Mm.
yeah. Uh, was that 39 degrees Celsius? No, wait,
No,
no, that was
no,
that
it
was
was
39 Fahrenheit. I don't
Fahrenheit.
know what
Yeah,
I don't know what it was
just the
Celsius.
rubbish temperature.
It,
The F Fahrenheit. Stick with the Celsius. Come on,
okay, 5.
probably.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
I
Hi,
don't know how you
Chris. By the
divide
way,
that and make that into the correct number.
it's a ridiculous formula. It's like you
Yeah, I
have to
remember.
divide it by like 32 and then add 6 or something like that. Or I don't know. It's stupid.
Cool.
Yeah. Badger, what is vertical canines?
I don't know, Badger. What is
Top
um,
dogs.
-1 squared?
Ruben. What? -1 square.
Minus
You
one
can't.
squared.
That's an imaginary number. You can't square a
But
minus.
imaginary
Okay.
numbers are real.
Are they? Then why are they called imaginary? Okay, let's not do this. I can't.
We could. That's a whole big other subject. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. People who love soccer are into it, um, or are into it, or I'll call it football. Uh, I don't know. Is that? Oh, was that you thinking? Oh, that I like UFC more. It's out of force of habit because I live in America. Football is first and foremost comes to my head as American football, which I don't watch.
America. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch American football. So there you go. Good storytelling. Good storytelling takes time to perfect for TV. Plus, on average, TV writing has improved um, past
Has
that of
improved that
movies.
of a movie. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say on average, the writing for TV series is probably better than a lot. Like if you try and balance them out for what we get of the good lots of movies. Although I do want to say that we are feasting well with horrors. Like the last few years, horrors have just stepped up. They are the number one go-to for most studios now.
yep, yep. And as long as they continue to put out good stuff,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. Badger, hey, poo of the week, Borderlands. Honestly, nearly died from embarrassment.
Right? So bad.
Oh, okay. Hey, watching Long Legs to see who's right. Oh, well, hey, you know what though? Ruben said that he's going to watch it again with a
Yeah.
different lens.
Yeah.
So, you,
Just like really, really like bad glasses and see if that helps.
yeah, I'm right though. Just so we know. Okay, and so no almonds in Bounty.
No almonds and bounty.
Good,
Okay.
good. That's good to know.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's mounds then, and that's the way to go. Yasi, hey, miss you all so much. Well, we miss you. We're glad that you're here though.
Mm.
Crazy weeks at work. Oh, you had to go in today. Oh man. Okay. Well, good. We're gonna stop it later. Have we watched the Grotesquerie series yet? No, I have not. That's
On
on.
my list. Yeah. It's on a weird channel. Is it? It's
I
not
thought
Paramount.
I thought it was on Shutter. Is it not
Is
on
it?
Shutter?
All right. Maybe not in the UK.
Maybe I'm thinking. Maybe I'm thinking of something different.
Yeah. No, but it looked interesting.
Okay.
Mm.
Cool. Well, yeah. Well, we hope you have fun at work. Be safe, and we'll see you. And you can catch us on the rewatch. Yeah.
Mm.
Ruben. Hi. Oh, hi, Ruben. Hi, Chris from Lovia. Welcome, Lovia. Ballerina.
Ah, la 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 la.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
no,
Ruben hasn't watched any of
I
that
didn't watch the
apparently.
trailer on purpose. I just
It's
want to see
really
that.
good. It made
Yeah,
me.
it
It
made you
made me
want to
want.
watch it. It made you excited.
Yeah, it did.
Did you?
It.
No, carry on, carry on. Sorry,
Oh no
I'm
no no
interrupting.
what?
I was
No
gonna
no.
say, did you happen to watch the Last of Us season 2 trailer? Because
I
that
haven't
dropped,
yet.
and
No.
that was spectacular. Like as a fan of the games, like what they've done with it and where they look like they're gonna like put more story in. It's oh, I mean, season 1 was so good, so I'm
Oh, it
very
was.
excited now for season
Yes. Niket, you watched Hereditary.
2. You've added another one to the flock, Chris.
Messed up and sick movie. I'm guessing that's a compliment.
Yeah, I think so.
That you loved it. That's how I read it, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Um, Luna, I have watched Apartment 7A.
I've watched half of it.
Hold your thought. Okay. Watch us first. We'll get to it. Um, Hereditary, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. It is my number one horror movie.
Great story, really interesting. Yeah.
What bits in Hereditary did you find the most scary? I think that's actually Niket maybe asking Luna that. Uh, for me, the the whole and then the
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna
you've got a
do.
really good review actually on that. So
Do
let's
I?
watch that
Oh,
on Hereditary. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh, and look at that. Chris said that I do. Okay, and Grotesquerie is FX or
Yeah, yeah.
Hulu
Or
Plus.
Hulu
Hulu
Plus.
and Disney
Yeah,
Plus. Yeah,
Disney in the UK. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. We're done with the comments right now. Ruben, should we go to the movie quote quiz?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we shall.
Sorry. Okay. So we had a handful of winners this last week.
Mm.
So the Bunny Jojo, Rabbit Care and Bun Fun, Nostromo, who said it was too easy, so I should be fired, but the week before
Okay.
didn't get it, and so I should have been fired. So I don't know, Nostromo. We're gonna, okay. Yasi Sufi got it, Tara Briscoe, and Chris Retzlaff.
Wow.
Okay,
Well done, guys.
a lot of people here. Okay, and remember that first quote was just one word, right? Ditto. So the answers: Ghost, Few Good Men, Indecent Proposal.
Right. Yeah. Tom. No. Uh, what's her face? Demi Moore.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So, okay. Are you ready for this week's?
Let's go.
Okay, let's see here. I got them on. I got them ready for the screen. Alrighty, babes. Let's head upstairs and get the blood of the innocent. Number 2. I'm only the messenger, Derek. Screaming at me is like yelling at your watch because you're late. And number 3. Don't take it personally. They're just trying to figure out if you're a gold digging whore. You know, like my wife.
I have no idea what number 2 is.
Okay. It is a. I don't know if it was. I really enjoyed it, but I think it may be one of those sleeper type of ones, or that's more cult.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's awesome. So there you go.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, but Ruben, please grace us with your question.
Chris and listeners and watchers, how long do you think you'd last in a zombie apocalypse?
Okay, so we need to establish rules on the zombies.
Fast zombies,
Fast zombies.
not super
Like-
fast like World War Z, but fast enough like 28 days later, or 28 days, 28 weeks. Faster than Shaun of the Dead zombies for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Not long. No, I, yeah, no. I mean,
Cardio, rule 1.
right, and then double tap.
Double
So yeah, yeah. I don't think I would last terribly long. I don't think so. Which is depressing.
Mm.
I tell you what, though, I would be more like the conversation that Sean and Ed have at the end of as they contemplate what to do, because
Nice.
I don't want to be bitten or
No.
eaten or
Uh-uh.
turned, and I don't really want to be eaten alive. That doesn't sound good.
No.
How about you?
I mean, I have the knowledge to survive a zombie apocalypse if the rules apply, but
Sure.
the reality of that is, okay, so I'm going to wrap myself up in all sorts of things to not get bitten, but then my movement is so slow. So, and my movement's slow anyway. So I think I would be like the the person that maybe pushes the zombies away and shuts the door while everybody gets the stuff they need. That sort of person rather than the cardio person. But that person normally dies fairly soon. So if I got wheels, if I got a motorbike, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good nice little quad bike, zip around. But once you're in a horde, doesn't matter how fast you are.
I'm most effective over short distances. I'm wasted on long runs.
Exactly. Anyway, let us know in the comments below what you would do in a zombie apocalypse to survive. Because
Yes.
with what we are messing about with in the world, whether it's governments messing with chemicals that they shouldn't be, or the permafrost melting in Russia, which is happening faster than we anticipated. It's happening faster than we thought it was after we checked. It was
Mm.
faster than we thought it was. So it's double that amount. And the poles are melting faster as well. So, with all the stuff that's now been released into the atmosphere or into animals and mutating COVID strains, and the possibility of some sort of strain virus that makes people go mad and rage out is a reality. So let us know your top 10 things. How do you survive?
Well, and I think it was that fortitude. Is that what it was called? That on that
Mm,
island,
mm.
remember? And that was part of it. That as it was melting, we were being exposed to a long extinct virus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. All that stuff there. I mean, some things should be
nice.
left alone.
Yes. Yes,
Anyway, let's get
indeed.
into the best thing we watched this week.
Love it. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I don't mind.
Okay. Hit it up. Go for
Cool.
it.
Um, okay, so let me quickly talk about Uzumaki.
Ooh. Okay.
So Uzumaki, based on Junji's work. You can see
Hmm.
how thick this book is. So
That's
it's an
chunky.
yeah, really chunky, a lot of detail, a lot of story, a lot of world building, a lot of really messed up things that's probably not going to help you sleep at night. But brilliant. Like out of all his works, that's one of them that people like regard as one of the best. And so we have Adult Swim, who's put out, I think they now have one or two episodes out, but it's in total it's 4 episodes, and they're 20 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
So the animation is brilliant. It plays like there's these pros and cons you can do with while watching this. It it plays like it's the highlights of the best of moments in the
Mm.
anime. But what you get because of that is it all looks brilliant and it's harrowing, but you don't care about any of the characters because you have none of the building of the characters. You have no moments of, oh, this is really, really creepy, where the manga spent 40, 50 pages getting into this particular crux of the
Oh.
situation where somebody's spiral is now eating them and, they're going into the void. And the anime goes, we're right there. And you're like, oh, that's so weird, but why do I care? The only reason I probably cared is because I already have all of that knowledge of reading the manga, and that just
Ah.
made me want to go back and read the manga. I will say, however, what it does well than I wasn't expecting, I just didn't think about is a thing, is that when you're reading the manga, you hear what the pages and the writing and the pictures are telling you. Any soundscapes that come from it is your own imagination. But in an anime, they get to play with sound, and so they can instill a sense of fear and dread that complements the black and white animation because they've kept to the style of the anime. So I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay, the score here really works to kind of convey that feeling of dread, that feeling of that hopelessness, that gray and black and white textures with the horrors that each person is seeing. And, it's literally a spiral into madness. Uh, and watching that, become bigger and bigger and the consequences of it. So on the one hand, it's like it's beautifully done and the sound is great. On the other hand, it just feels rushed as heck. So
this is one of those that you were talking about
yeah,
that was like it was good,
it's
but
good, but caveat: some people that are really close to the manga will be like, "No, this sucks." But people have never read the manga might go, "Oh, this is brilliant. I might now go and buy the manga." So
good entry point into.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. How would this work play into the the movie that
Oh
that
yeah.
is like just bat crap crazy?
I think the movie is better
Okay.
because you get more time with it. There's more
Okay.
world building. Yeah.
Sure.
You get
How
more
many
time with the characters. 4 episodes in total, 20 minutes long. That's the whole
Oh,
season.
that's the whole season.
No, that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
So
it was like that's just what's out now
no,
and
no, no,
there's
no, no. 4 episodes in total, and it's like play by numbers, the best of moments.
okay. Okay.
So what's on your list?
it's, well, mine is different.
Okay.
It's the Netflix series Nobody Wants This with Kristen
Right.
Bell and Adam Brody. Did you get a
Hmm.
chance to watch
I
this? I know you had
watched the
started it.
first 15 minutes and switched it off because I didn't like her. And I just felt like Kirsten Wig was Kirsten Wig and
Bell.
Kirsten Bell is Kirsten Bell. Yeah, very different person.
Yeah.
I like her. Like I liked her a long time ago in the photographer
Veronica Mars.
Yeah, Veronica Mars. Love that. And then I feel like since then she's kind of almost been typecast to be that sort of character. So if you've seen that character that she plays, another Netflix series or maybe a quiet series where she dies and then she goes to heaven and has to try and escape
Oh, The Good
their
Place.
version, the good place, yeah. And I saw her, that character, that kind of character that needs to grow up that hasn't quite yet. But watching your review, I was like, oh, maybe it turns into something different.
I'm not sure it turns into something different. I mean, it's a romantic comedy,
Mm,
and it's two people that have opposing worldviews.
mm.
She is agnostic. He is a very devout rabbi.
Yeah,
And
like the Jewish culture plays heavily in this.
correct, yeah. And I do like that they have like a ton of Jewish actors,
Mm,
playing that. So you get a sense of realism within that. And so it's never preachy. It's not like pushing like any kind of religion on anybody or anything else because it doesn't make her or her family who are agnostic or just non-religious as
mm.
crazy or weird or anything else. It's just this is just how they are. They're just
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
But the conflict comes because he loves his career so much and his calling to be a rabbi,
Right.
but he also is falling in love with this woman who is not Jewish, and he cannot reconcile being involved with a woman, like especially to get married, if
Right.
she's not going to be Jewish,
Yeah.
whether that's through birth or conversion.
Because they don't have the rule where they're not allowed to get married or anything like that.
No, 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 no. It is the rabbi part of this very progressive, I would think. I mean, if you call it that, I mean that seems weird. It's just it's very normalized. Like they're just somebody who teaches from this set of beliefs. You know
Mm,
what I mean? And they help guide their congregation there. I think kind of like you, like there are some things in it where you're like, eh. The situations are repetitive
mm,
where they she misreads something and then has to walk that back a little bit.
Right.
He makes an assumption and needs to walk back that or apologize or set it straight. So
Mm.
that happens multiple times, but their relationship, as it grows, it feels natural. It feels normal, and it's really, really funny. That's the other part. Like, so that you want to root for them. Uh,
Okay.
e- and then not only do you have the two central characters, but you have then the people surrounding them. And
Right.
so they each have a sibling who are off just a little bit, and they add to the humor, and some of the conflict and everything. And then the family, and both sides of the family are also contributing to difficulties.
Mm.
And so it's 10 episodes at
Yeah.
about 25 to 30-ish minutes,
Mm.
and I just could not binge through it fast enough.
Wow. Okay, so I should give this another go.
You really should. It was, I mean, it was very endearing, very funny. Them together, despite the repetition of the setup and payoff type of thing,
Mm.
it's very predictable. Okay, but it's a rom com, so I expected it to be predictable going into it.
Right. Okay.
It and I think probably one of the most important things, like we're getting down to the last episode, okay, and into the last episode, both me and my wife are like, are they going to actually get to a point where there's kind of a resolution here, or are we
Right.
just going to be left hanging, because that's going to suck. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? The show gives us an answer, gives us a resolution and a conclusion. It opens up the door for so much more, but you could also happily infer what might happen next.
Okay. Yeah.
So if it doesn't get renewed, it's not like a waste of time, because it's like, dang it, nothing ever happened. But you still would be frustrated, because I do want to see more of them together, and I want to see what transpires after the conclusion of the final episode.
Okay. Nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll give this another go.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments if you've watched any of this, if this is your sort of cup of tea. Rom-com half-an-hour episodes. Normally I'd be up for that, so yeah, might give it
Yeah.
another go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to carry on talking about WOLFS.
Okay.
So
Talk
this
about it.
this was an Apple original movie with Brad Pitt and George Clooney, and one other. And
Amy
honestly,
Ryan?
say again.
Amy Ryan?
No. I mean, although she's in it, there's one other. There's a body,
Oh, Austin Abrams.
Austin Abrams, that plays a
Yes.
part. And honestly, he's the glue that holds this film together.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's very hard for me not to do spoilers. So I kind of have to talk about minor spoilers to do this movie review justice. Okay. So I'm just flagging it up. If you absolutely want completely fresh, then this is the part. So it starts off with basically Brad Pitt and George Clooney are called to an apartment building, a hotel room where this lady she's been with a young man that wasn't, or she shouldn't be with, but he'd fallen over and hit his head and he's dead, and they need to come and dispose of the body. So it's only meant to be one cleaner at a time, or fixer, however you want to talk. But for some whatever reasons, I'm not going to go into it, they both end up there, and so they both end up having to do the job for various personal reasons and work reasons. Now, I will say the first 45 minutes of this movie is literally them just trying to deal with the job, like just trying to deal with the body, and you get to see the ins and outs of it, their expertise that they each bring to the job. And what I liked about the first 45 minutes is that when you put George Clooney and Brad Pitt on screen together, they are like frenemies, best friends. They eat up the screen. Their banter with each other is like they sort of tolerate each other but could kill each other in any at
Hmm.
any moment, like and is always looking for what the person is going to do on next, just to keep one up from them. And the way they do quips and jabs at each other, I thought was hilarious. Like I bought their relationship the way they were portraying it. However, the second half of this movie is elevated so much because of the body in this movie. And from that point on, man, I was like, this film went from, yes, I'm enjoying it, to now I'm really invested. I was surprised at the end where had so much more heart than I was expecting,
Hmm.
because the first half of this movie, it's kind of like an Ocean's 11, that same sort of feel. And
Yeah.
you feel at home watching these actors because you know them and they're good at their craft. So they're gonna ooze, screen presence, and they do. And I think they're fantastic for that. It's a beautiful looking film,
Hmm.
but that second half is where the film goes from being your average movie to, actually, this is a very good movie. And what the hell? Why didn't they put this at the cinema?
Wow. Okay, so I started this and I got to the point where they have gotten the body to the car and have finally left the location. And
Yeah.
that's where I
And
had to
that's where the
stop.
movie changes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um well, that's encouraging. It makes me really want to go back to it. I mean, I was enjoying it,
Mm.
but it wasn't at this point, it wasn't something like I'm like,
No,
okay.
because you need the characters to be more in depth, and you need a reason to care, and that's what the second half gives you. So they establish
Okay.
the rules,
Hmm.
and then they establish new rules
Okay.
within what's happening. And I
Okay.
thought it was really clever. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I was digging the like just the visuals and the filmmaking. I mean,
Mm.
there's this point where George Clooney is called and he pulls up and the camera is across the street and just tracks him as he walks down the
Yeah,
street
it's
and
a stunning looking film, but I can see how some would think, why are they taking so long on
yeah.
this first half of this movie? Like, a lot of people are going to go, this is such a weird way. We've seen them just do this for 45 minutes. I
Well,
think it,
I
ear-
go
I
ahead.
think it earns it, um, because it's setting up their world. You're understanding where they come from, these two
Hmm.
characters, the players involved, and then we get the heart of the character that I was just like, yes, they've done something that I wasn't expecting. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll go back to it then. That's good to know. All right. Oops, wait. I can't even type. Don't mind me at all. Uh, next on my list is a documentary that I watched last night. It came out yesterday came out on Friday on Netflix, and it's Will and Harper.
Yeah, we watched this morning.
Did you really? Okay. I was I had been looking forward to seeing this, despite not being a Will Ferrell fan.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I like Will Ferrell in some movies.
Mm.
Obviously, Elf is
Alf.
great, but his dramas I like. You know, Stranger Than Fiction, Everything Must Go. I
Yes.
like those a lot, and
Yes, I
him
agree.
in them.
Yeah.
You know, when he's natural, when he's just being himself,
He's
or he's
funny.
being
Yeah.
he's hilarious. Yeah,
Real funny rather than scripted funny. Yeah, that's what
exactly.
you're going for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and so this is it starts like we're just being retold this, but during the pandemic, Will Ferrell receives an email from his best friend, somebody that he's known for like decades, a writer on SNL, a writer of many of his movies,
Yeah.
also. So I
Yeah.
mean, they're close. They have a good
Yeah.
connection and everything
Yeah.
else. And the writer's name is Andrew Steele. And at this point, Andrew is telling Will that he is becoming a trans woman. And so now she is Harper. And so then the two of them decide to go on this cross country road trip, which
Mm.
is not anything new for Harper because as a man, she had done it like just constantly.
Has
Um,
a real love for traveling and just like Americans, seeing the various peoples, across.
yeah. Yeah, and I loved that she is a like just this down to earth real person. Like
Mm.
it's not staying in hotels all posh, all um
I mean, they sit in the
the
they get their
Walmart
deck
parking
chairs and
lot.
sit in the Walmart parking lot and have a discussion about the various types of Pringles they bought.
Yeah, it's that feels so real to me. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love the insight that comes. But I mean, there were so many conflicting moments in this, and I'm
Yeah,
glad that then they addressed it because like
yeah,
we see them go to this Indiana Pacers game, and obviously there's a film crew and it's Will Ferrell. So you know, people are attracted and just come there. It
yeah,
makes Harper a little uncomfortable because now she's way more of a spotlight that she
yeah.
wanted to be. Um, they end up having a conversation and pictures taken with the governor of
The
Indiana,
governor. Yeah.
who then turns out, which they find out later,
They
to
then
be
put the information on the screen of
oh
what he was doing. Yeah,
yeah, he's anti-trans, anti-gender affirming care,
yeah,
and now you have a celebrity and his best friend who is a trans woman standing next to this dude who is anti-trans,
yeah.
and it's you know, and but the insight and the regret and the learning and the understanding and all of this, that conversation that comes about through those situations, I thought it was so touching. And it was just, I mean, it's heartbreaking, but it's also encouraging because you watch Will Ferrell go realize at different points, like, I should have said this. I should have
Mm,
asked,
mm,
what are your stances on this? How do
mm.
you feel about this? Because then it would have changed. I'm not going to take a picture with you,
Yeah,
you know, and that ultimate support of Harper, and even them going to like they go to a bar, and which I'm glad because at this point, you know, we're my wife and I as we were watching it, we're talking about how it's giving kind of a false sense
yeah.
of security or acceptance
Because
for
Will's always
Harper.
there with Harper. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, some of it, I was a little bummed. They go to this bar, and Will stays outside because they recognize that as well, that he is
Mm,
becoming a distraction to her experience. And so he wants her to be able to experience these things, and he can be there if necessary as backup or
mm,
escape or whatever. But what was I trying to say? Oh, but he wants to, you know, just allow her to walk in, be herself in this place, you know, in a place that she would have frequented as a man anyway. And so
mm.
just to see that difference, um, I wish they wouldn't have done like, especially when she comes in, like so much of the camera work. I would have preferred it to have been more like handheld cell phone or something like very
Less intrusive.
discreet.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you know
agree.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I
I
think
think you
it's
could have easily put it, even if the footage is rough, it would
mhm,
have made it more real because you want the experience of what Harper's going through to be as real as possible. But there can't be. There's always going to be this barrier when there's cameras around. You always have a face of who you are in front of the camera, as we do. Like we are genuine and as real as we can be, but you automatically try and protect yourself, you know. And so when there's other people, Harper's already on edge because this
mhm,
is the first time that she is traveling across United States as herself, as the
yeah,
real her.
yeah.
And now she's worried about what people are going to think because, as we know, people in America, especially when they get to Texas,
Oh my gosh, burn the state down. Well,
seriously,
not
I was so upset. I mean, there was a lot of moments, like touching moments, that I thought were really real. They're asking really good questions. There were
yes.
moments where I saw Will suddenly come to when his best friend or one of his best friends is asked, "How do you see me? Do you see me as a guy who's dressing up as a woman, or do you see me as a woman?" Uh, and then the turn around that question is that, well, does it matter? How do you see you? And there was such profound. I thought this was incredibly brave for Harper to
Oh,
do. Put it out there, even though it is a documentary, and they're probably going to win some money. But what this is going to do for trans people and people who don't understand anything about people on their journey, it will maybe squash some fears because
I
of
hope so.
what people fear, what people don't understand, they fear, and then their reaction is normally terrible. So what this does is it kind of brings a light, a humanity to it. But saying that, the tweets and the reactions from people in Texas is so vile and disgusting that I just, if if I could have punched people, then I probably would have. I was just like, how do you go around being a human being thinking that that is okay? You can have different opinions, but still respect each other as a human being. There's no respect there on any level. It's just you
Pure
are
hate.
wrong because you're living this way. I was like, that person is just being their true self. They're not hurting anybody. In fact, they're probably adding way more to society than you ever did. You know, what the hell, man? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was irate at that. I mean, that
Yeah.
was, and I shouldn't have been surprised,
Yeah. I
but
mean, Texas. I said
but
to my wife, as said, this is going to be the place where it's going to be crap.
well, yeah, exactly. But I also thought though that when they go to the racetrack, I mean,
Yeah.
that
There were
that's
places, there were moments where I'm suddenly, oh, okay, there are some great human beings in the world still.
yeah. I love that, but I wasn't sure about that at the first. You know what I
No, I
mean?
wasn't. I was
Because
fearful. But there's this question the guy asked Harper, are you happy?
yeah,
And I was just like, that's so powerful because that's all that matters. Yeah.
yeah. What this person who at one point was a man now isn't. How does that affect you?
Mm.
It doesn't at all. You know what I mean? And I just, oh, it was so beautiful. That friendship is so awesome. And I thought it was, I mean, it is wildly brave, like you said, of Harper to do this. And it's a little risky for Will Ferrell, too.
For
You
sure.
know, I mean,
Because now he will be associated, as we've seen by the tweets. And even Harper said this is damaging. The stuff that they can say and do
Mhm.
online, you can't just ignore it, unfortunately. Because my immediate reaction was never read the comments,
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
sometimes you do have to address some of this stuff. But sometimes addressing it just adds fuel to the fire because that's what they want. It's a horrible world we live in when it comes to social media and the toxicity that some of those statements breed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This documentary is beautiful. I
yeah, it's
mean, it
wonderful.
is.
Yeah,
I think it is wonderful for a conversation
yeah.
because it's an opening and the thing that I love too is Harper, and I said this in my review that Harper knows Will's heart. So
Yeah.
she allows him and gives him the freedom to mess up in his questions and
Mm,
his discussions because she knows he's not doing it out of malice. He's not
mm,
trying to make her feel less than or anything else. He's really just trying to navigate this and figure out how do I say this because I don't want to hurt my friend and I'm not saying it to hurt her. I'm
yeah.
curious or I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
know this or something and so
Exactly.
I need to ask so that I can be better at it. You know, and even if she excuse me, if Will accidentally misgendered or dead named Harper, she understood that that was not on purpose. That was not something, you know what I mean? Because we hear these
Mm,
things about people who just, they're like, I'm not going to call you by the pronouns that you want to be called by. I don't use pronouns. Dude, you totally use pronouns. You, you just,
I mean, I don't understand how that hurts you. Like, if that's what that person would like, and even if you don't agree with it, respecting them about with their names, how does that hurt you or change your life in any way? It doesn't.
it just shows the shit bag of a person you are who can't respect somebody else.
Also, though, there are moments that are genuinely funny in this.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
there's a theme song that is
they,
brilliant
they
that you
submitted
have
it
to.
for an Oscar.
Did they actually?
For Oscar consideration. Yes, I am
I
so
loved
glad.
it. That's so good. There's a theme song that plays a part like as thematically throughout the documentary, and then comes to fruition at the end, which I thought was excellent. There's Will being Will, but in like it's funny because of what they're experiencing, what they're doing. For example, there's a restaurant that they go to, and he dresses up to disguise himself as not being Will. He has this mustache that's like all the way
What
down
was the
here.
Fu Manchu thing? What
I
was
don't
that?
know. I don't know. The glasses that he's wearing, I'm just like, this is brilliant. And you can see why they're friends, because one's a writer and has been writing for Will for years, and Will's just a character in himself that is so okay with who he is, his body. You know, it's not exactly a flattering body, but he's just like, this is who I am. And I think that's just a whole nother level of, like, you know, how good that is for me to see as a flabby dude, another flabby dude just being okay. That's
the conversation that they have, right?
yes, yeah,
that's vulnerable too on both of their parts.
both of their parts. Yeah, I mean, apart from his photo shoot of his groin. Yeah.
Oh gosh, there was
in his speedos,
but that was needed, right? I mean,
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Dude, did you catch the one part? I mean, I literally rewound it a couple of times to rewatch it several times. But when they're outside of Harper's sister's house and the kid on the unicycle comes by and Harper's like, hey, I used to ride our unicycle. Hey, you know, I want to see if I can try it. And Will is like, hey, kid, can my friend here, can she ride that? And he's like, yeah. And they ask him his name. The kid introduces himself. Harper introduces herself. Will is like, I'm Will Ferrell. And the kid's just like, cool. And then and if you look, like the kid, I don't know if the kid knew who he was or not, or didn't care, but across the street are all the neighbors who do know who Will
Everybody
Ferrell is.
is outside, yeah.
And this kid is like, whatever. What? I'm just inconvenienced.
I've got the coolest hairstyle. Yeah. I'm riding the unicycle. Why do I care about Will?
That kid is already dancing to his own beat. There, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
he's in the group. So yeah.
It was so good. Yeah. The moments like these. So anyway, what hugely enjoyable and wonderful documentary. I'm glad you got to watch it too.
I'm so glad you talked about this one. Yeah,
cool. Awesome. You want to go to the comments?
Yeah. We've left them alone for a while. Who knows what they've been getting up to?
Let's see here. You speed up Hereditary and what? No, love ya.
Why would you speed it up?
You can't speed that up.
Was that to take away the scariness? That would be even more freaky, because if you like speed it up and push play at the most inopportune time.
Yeah, no, no. Yeah. Crochet a while and listen. Going back to Ruben's question, running from zombies, die. If I was in a mall, though, see, I think I saw something that, which it totally resonates, that they need to take all these abandoned malls and make them into Gen X retirement homes.
I love it.
We're in our natural element.
We're in just natural habitat. Yes. I'm going to the cinema. I'm going bowling.
You have the video
food place. Yeah,
the video store that sells all the records and VHS and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, make that a retirement. That would be the best one. You'd want to go there early. Can I retire now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Take me, please.
I've been turned into a 50-year-old. Can I go home now?
Can I be excused?
Oh gosh. Okay, so Chris thought about it and surmised that it would last 5 days, 4 hours, 32 minutes.
Cool, thanks.
That's
it's
wildly
so random
specific.
time. Yeah.
I love it. For following the rules in Zombieland, you might be able to last at least a week. Call sign Maverick is like, yeah, okay. Double tap. Make sure you buckle the seatbelt too. Always buckle the seatbelt.
And save that toilet roll.
Yep. Cardio also.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zed wants to know, which type of actor do we think is more influential in Hollywood? The Tom Cruise type or the Leonardo DiCaprio type?
I think probably Tom Cruise, because of his studios that he owns. So he, like, when he puts out a movie, it does shape Hollywood and it makes money. That is jobs. Leo, will move on to his next under 21-year-old girlfriend and occasionally do an Oscar film, but other than that, it's Leo, right?
Yeah, Leo, I think, is more of just, I'm sure he does production and stuff like that, but I think he's more of the actor, where Tom Cruise
is the businessman. Yeah, he's the global empire, basically. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And we need to get Dead Reckoning Part 2 very soon.
Please, man. Gosh.
Have we seen American Gangster? Is it good?
I've seen American Dragon. American Dragon.
I don't.
He's the
think that's
one-eyed dragon.
This is Russell Crowe, Denzel Washington, directed by Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
I have not seen it.
I have seen it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
He used to be one of my all-time favorite directors, Ridley.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Used to be. Okay.
Mostly.
That was in my head. Do you know that? That was literally, I just tried to figure out a way to bring it in.
I just did it, yeah.
Just, yeah, no context, whatever. Son of Stoyles. It start a band called The Walking Dead. That way it'd be surrounded by fans.
That's so good.
You're going to need to be really good because you're going to need a lot of fans because all of a sudden the fans are going to turn into the dead also. Or, yeah, or you just, bass. Okay, so Luna said American Gangster is good. Character driven more than action driven. Denzel Washington, you can't go wrong. Well, that's
true.
Yes. Okay, so Luna said also if it's zombies in Zombieland, double tap. Zombieland double tap could survive, but running zombies not so much. Yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Kristen Bell and Don Cheadle's House of Lies.
I think this is pretty serious drama series.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, Showtime. Yeah, comedy drama. Yeah.
Mm.
Huh. Haven't seen it. Okay, good to know though. If it's like Mark Tufo type of zombies, we're all dead in a week.
Who's Mark Tufo?
I don't know. Who's Mark Tufo? Is that somebody fast, powerful, strong, all of that?
Fast zombie, apparently.
Yeah. Best movie watch this week, Son of Soils, Eyes of the Spider.
The sequel to Eyes of the Tiger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, from
I've got
1998.
the Eyes of the Spider.
Because they have
and
more
they're
than
watching
one,
me fight.
Yeah. I love it. Keep going. It's a Japanese crime thriller.
All right. Nice.
So,
why is it the best thing you watched this week?
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay. Hey, happy Saturday. And we're glad that you're here. It seems that when Pitt and Clooney are in a movie together, it's the same vibe as Ocean's 11, rinse and repeat. Fun, but you know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I'd agree. But the second half of the movie elevates it.
Nice. Okay, Chriselle listened, thought it was a little too drawn out and long. Or too slow.
Yeah, I can see that. That
out.
first half, I get it.
Yeah, especially if it takes half the movie to get to the heart and the best anime rewatch of the week for Badger, Cyberpunk, Edge Runners, inspired by okay. So you recently purchased the game on PC and only started playing it. Looks great. I own it also. I bought it on Steam and I have yet to play it.
Yeah, it's a very good game now because they've fixed a lot of the issues, and the DLC is incredible. Plus, the anime plays into the game, so yeah, it's great.
Well, I do need to buy the DLC because that has Idris in it.
Yes, it does. Yeah, surprised you haven't played that.
Yeah, well, because I got Cyberpunk on a sale,
right?
And the DLC was not on a sale, and we all know how huge of a gamer I am. So
yeah, massive.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I buy everything, all of the games. So to drop $60 or even $40 on a DLC wasn't going to happen.
It was a bit silly considering you haven't played the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably won't.
I do want to. Both my kids have played it and they love it. So one of my kids, they tweaked their character so much where they can just now remotely kill everybody. Like it's just like it's not even challenging, but they love it. So it's just like okay, that's fun. Yeah. So okay, Luna Cascade. The political environment in America makes a sane person feel crazy. Yep, intolerable attitudes happen in all 50 states. Some more than others, but it's there. You're absolutely right. There is not a place in the United States that does not have a ton of intolerance. You get some are worse than others, some are better than others, but yeah, yeah. Yossi watch Substance.
Nice.
uh, oh, Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind.
So
I have not
good.
seen that one. Is that a good one?
It's very good. Yeah, it's one. Might be the first actually in the Ghibli line. It's
Good.
definitely up there. Maybe the top, and it's amazing. It's visually vibrant. Like you're thinking like Avatar creatures, that sort of thing. Very very good. Yeah.
Am I gonna like it?
Yeah, you'll love that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. No, some of them you don't. Yeah. Some of them are weird. I don't know. You didn't like Princess Mononoke.
Well, okay. To be fair, I woke up when they were on the island towards the end, and weird crap was going on. So,
so much weird crap is going on at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't. I mean, it would be like waking up.
The end of Hereditary.
Well, or even I was thinking Akira.
Oh yeah.
Akira. You know what I mean?
What the crap?
Yeah, where Tetsuo has exactly.
Tetsuo has awakened. Yeah.
You're like, what? I thought this was a movie about motorcycles. What was going on?
What's crazy is you say Tetsuo, and I can hear the score beat.
Right. Well, and it's funny too that did you ever see Tetsuo the Iron Man?
Maybe.
It's live action. It's not an anime.
No.
Batshit.
Okay.
Body horror too.
Right. Japanese?
Yes. Yeah,
With
it is. I will never watch it again.
Okay, cool.
But it's interesting as a watch.
We're going to talk about a movie today that I will never watch again.
Okay, I'm sure. Well, I probably will too. Actually, I know I will. Oh, Bunny Dojo, that's awesome. Trans people do affect you. They inspire you, having the courage to be themselves. But you do hate that the world requires them to have courage. What a beautiful statement.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Yeah.
Well said. Can you curate the mall retirement music playlist?
Yes.
You get knocked down. Dude, now that's in my head. I'm not sure that we're okay with this. Yeah, I know it is tub thumping. Yeah, you're right.
But
you're never gonna bring me down.
Is that when you like knock each zombie down? I get knocked down.
But I get up again.
Like no. Head. Aim for the head.
I would have songs that I just couldn't have played because they were one-hit wonders in the 90s, early 90s, and I'm just like, no, stop, I don't like them. But I hear them in the grocery store, and I sing right along. And isn't it sad that in the grocery store they play all the music that I love, or no, at least
because the manager is the guy that's in charge, and he gets to play the music he wants to play,
and he's probably my age.
He's probably your age. Yeah. And you're like, it's a really good tune. Why is it always so good here?
Yeah, exactly. Rocking around. It makes me happy to shop, I tell you that. So, Badger thinks we could harness the zombie walking power to generate a power station. Oh, yeah. Just hook them up to a wheel with brains on a stick. Yeah, like a hamster thing.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, that's actually genius. That works. Yes. Oh, okay. So Mark Tufo is the writer of Zombie Fallout. Thank you for Shaiwan. Listen.
Don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Or read it. I don't know. Is it a
Zombie Fallout? I don't know what that is. Yeah, cool.
No. I think most people in Tesco are the slow zombie type. Fast zombies are usually found outside nightclubs in your experience.
I agree.
Yeah. That's funny. I'm looking up Zombie Fallout just to see what that is. Oh well,
sounds like a game.
That can't be right. Yeah, it might be a book. Two,
Mm.
but that can't be. It's a TV series, at least according to IMDb. But
Oh,
there's nothing else on it. It's like just in development, so I don't
oh,
think that's what
okay.
it is.
We'll copy that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Uh,
Wait to watch Chris streaming Cyberpunk DLC soon with Ruben, maybe.
I
Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah. Did you update? Still can't hear you. Did you update from last week, Chris? You didn't, did you? Oh, you did. Oh, okay. Maybe it's me. I don't know, but you can still hear me. Yeah. Okay. Let's do sign. I'll probably say something really rude, like this. I don't know. No, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Anywho, I'm sorry. I still can't hear you, Chris. I don't know what's happened. You can hear me, so I guess I could just like read lips, and you're pointing at me. That was suspiciously convenient, says Badger. The timing of that. Yes. Well, or maybe we can just hold Chris to it, and we will get Chris to do some streaming of games, um, and laugh him as there's dad, as middle-aged dad tries to play gaming. No, I can't hear you. Sorry, Chris. Okay, so we can play a new game. Every time Chris speaks, I will try and guess what he's saying. You like eggs, noodles, trucks, and he doesn't know what's going on. Yay, streaming confirmed. No, that was like if you tried switching on off again, but that didn't work. Do you want me to leave and come back? Let me go onto another website just to see if it's my PC for some reason. My MacBook. Nope. My audio is working fine. Chris, you broke it. Something to do with frogs. Yeah, I think he was talking about frogs. So while Chris is trying to figure that out, I will do another review. Does that make sense, Chris? Should I talk about another film? No, I can't hear you. Can you hear me still? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. What the what? No. This has gone well. Testing 1, 2, 3. Wonder why the audio just left. I have no idea what to do. All right. Can the guys in the comments, can you still hear me? Let me know in the comments. Can't wait to watch. Okay. Okay. Shiny can hear me still. Can you hear Chris on his side? My audio is fine, apparently. Okay. But you can't hear Chris, right? But not Chris. Okay. A best anime adaptation. That's a really good question. Akira has been in the works for years. I don't know that we're ever going to get Akira, but I'd be interested to see what they could do with the technology now. You know, with Ready Player One, I thought that was excellent. But I still prefer the audiobook. But best anime adaptation, I don't know. You'd have to give me some examples of which ones you think that are good. I think they're very rarely good live action adaptations. Okay, I'm all by myself now. Let's talk about a movie review that I was going to talk about this week. while we wait for Chris. Sorry about this, guys. What was I going to talk about? All right, guys, let's talk about Salem's Lot. So there's this new Salem's Lot movie coming out, I think, in a few days' time. It's one of those films where it is good if you haven't ever seen the original miniseries or the 19, I think it's 1979, or the one in, there was another miniseries that came later in the 90s with Rob Lowe, or if you've read the book. If you haven't watched any of those versions, you're going to enjoy this because this version is basically an action movie instead of being a horror. There are horror elements to it, and you have this town, Salem, that I guess it's the unraveling of people in this town as they lose the plot. That's what the book and the series is very much about. Well, the miniseries. This time round, it's more about how quickly the vampire pandemic spreads over the town, and you see what happens and who's going to survive it, and all the rules. So you have all the actors in it that are fantastic, but it just doesn't know what it wants to be. It kind of wants to lean into that miniseries. It feels like there's a lot left on the cutting room floor. So you have scenes where you go from one moment to the next where moments in the film has progressed. There's storylines that have progressed that you're just kind of jumping to, that you just kind of have to go, okay, we're here. If you've read the book, you will know because of what they're doing with the story and the characters. But if you've never watched or read them before, you probably won't know what's happening. So yeah, it's a bit of a hit or miss for me because I think it's fun because it's filmed well, it's acted well, the actors do well with the scripting they've been given. There's some actors that you're going to love much more than others because of, I guess, the amount of time that they've been given. But on the other hand, it's definitely a one and done, and you're probably going to forget about it in T-1 day. So, mm, what's your guys' favorite Stephen King adaptation or novel? There's so many to choose from. Some that have been adapted well, others not so much. Yeah, as Badger is saying, it's difficult to beat the original. Absolutely agree. Mr. Barlow was one of my one of was one. Mr. Barlow was one of my first fears as a kid, along with the scratching at the window. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That original, that's, I think it's the building of tension that the series does well, or the miniseries does well, because there's a lot more time spent on the story. The kid floating at the window gave me the creeps for years. Yeah, absolutely. And then this one, it feels it's sort of creepy, but not nearly as harrowing as the original does. Misery and the original Stand. Love the original Stand miniseries. That was fantastic. I like the book as well. It's a hell of a book to get into because it's chunky. Misery. It's one of the few adaptations that I like the book, but I love the movie. I thought that was so well done. It's definitely one you can go back to. You're waiting for the moment with the ankles. Yeah, but they've been talking about the adaptation of the Tower series for a long time. There was meant to be multiple movies coming and a TV series that tied into each other. But I think because the Dark Tower was with Idris Elba was not well received at all, that kind of stopped it. Crochet well says Christine and It. Yeah, I agree. That those are great. Luna Cascade says the body adapted to Stand By Me. As for horror, Dolores Caliburn, that's one I've never seen actually. I've been wanting to. Stand By Me is incredible. Shiny says I would say Misery stuck with me as a kid. Okay. Yeah, I agree. That will stick with you. Tim Curry's Pennywise is iconic, Chris Retzlaff says. Yep. I like the new actor as it, but I still prefer the original. I have both. Now filming Stephen King's The Institute. Really? Badger says, "Oh yes, The Stand was great. Obviously, The Mist is great. Yes, the black and white version is also worth watching. Absolutely agree. Yeah. Oh no, Chris, I don't know. He can't hear a thing, and my mic. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna reach out to him and see what we should do. Sorry, people." Okay, carry on with the comments. I like Mr. Mercedes. I don't think I've seen that. Oh wait, no, I have. Yeah. Shiny says, "Do you think it's a mic issue? Try one of the earpieces that comes with your phone." Oh yeah, he's talking to Chris. The Outsider series is weird. Yeah, that is very, very good. So atmospheric. I love the acting there, but the atmosphere that carries throughout each episode was phenomenal. Shawshank Redemption, of course, that goes in as one of the greats. Badger says, "I had this exact situation at work last week. Our Teams is just awful a lot of the time. So annoying and awkward trying to fill silence, doing doing a great job." Yeah, I mean, I have a lot to talk about, but I kind of don't want to talk about it without Chris. I don't really know um, what to do there. I guess I could talk about more of the stuff that I didn't enjoy. There's this movie called Home Sweet Home, Where Evil Lives. It's just come to the UK, but it came out in 2020. And it's another one of those films that didn't end up on my worst list or best list. It kind of sits somewhere in between. I'm just putting it up now on IMDb to get the actors' names right. Home Sweet Home, subtitle Where Evil Lives. Here we go. Short synopsis is this. Expecting mother, Maria uncovers chilling truths about her reclusive father-in-law's home. A sinister family secret lurks in the basement as she fights unseen entities through a nightmarish ordeal. So you've seen films like this a dime a dozen. There's so many where a couple goes to a secluded house that they now own for some reason, and something nasty happens in there. Because they're so secluded, it's very hard for them to get help. This time around, we're with a woman, Maria, who's very much pregnant. Like she's going to give birth any day now. Her husband has to go away to like a business meeting, so has to leave her there. And during this time, she starts discovering things about the house and secret rooms. Now, this film would be very much like average, and it has scary moments with like jump scares, which is annoying, and would be average at best. But because she's so pregnant, she is so vulnerable that you care about her surviving. But the more you find out about the family that she's kind of um, married into, the more you are worried for her. So there's these two threats that this woman has to face from the family and the house that she lives, the history there, and then the supernatural kind of reasons as well, the entity, whatever it is, without doing major spoilers. And so there's two fronts. And she's so pregnant that she has to like walk like a penguin. My wife did that when she was 9 months pregnant. She'd get to the toilet and she's waddling along to get there. And so it's fun, but it's also a really tiring movie because this woman Maria, she's basically screaming the whole film. Once it starts going, like the everything sets her off. She's screaming in various ways, or snot running down her face. Not to the extent of like the Blair Witch Project, but it's definitely a interesting take on films we've watched before. But it's a German film, so you're reading subtitles, and because it's not culture that I'm used to that much of, although I am getting used to it, I think it adds an air of authenticity to the supernatural story. I don't know if that makes sense, but so this was one of those that was like, yeah, this is a great film for a one and done, but I'll probably forget about it pretty soon because there's been so many of them. So, Chris, what are we doing? Okay, so Chris has said that he's going to leave and then come back again. Let everyone know that if it dies, we'll restart. Okay, cool. So we may get to the place where we have to restart, guys, but that's just to kind of get Chris back in. Anybody watch the big titles that came out this week? We're talking about the cinema releases. I didn't get to watch the big film, the Francis Ford Coppola Megalopolis, but I did watch Jeremy Jan's. I did watch Jeremy Jans's review for it, and the word megalopolis was used because he thinks it's not going to be received that well, or at least it's not going to make money. Francis Ford Coppola, his theory is that he made the movie for himself and not for the consumer, which is interesting. I've heard very mixed reviews. I think Chris enjoyed this movie. I don't think it's something that I'm going to enjoy, but I'd love to hear you guys' take on it.
Hi.
Hello? I can hear you.
I do not know what's going on. I had to switch microphones. I had to unplug a whole bunch of things.
Oh, wow.
I had to leave the studio.
Wow. Dude, I'm so tired. I've been talking crap for like 10 minutes.
I know. I'm sorry. That was just rude of me. And I'm sorry that you're going to hear a lot more noise because this microphone that I have.
Oh, it's bassy.
It is, and I love it. But it wasn't. I mean, it's anyway. It doesn't.
That's good.
Really
we have you. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where are we at? What are we doing here?
Okay, so we were talking about anime, the best anime adaptations. I don't know that we got very far on that. I did a review for one of my worst films, but said that it's also not like my worst. It's just sitting somewhere in the middle with Home Sweet Home, Where Evil Lives.
Ah, okay.
Talking about how tiring the film was because it's a pregnant lady screaming for an hour and a half. So at the end of it, I was like needing a rest.
Okay.
And that's where we got to. So,
okay. Do you want me to talk for a bunch so that you can? Okay. Let's see here. So let me hit on. I know you've already done you were done with your best of, right? Because you went into your work.
No, I wanted to wait until you came back. So,
okay.
That's why I went into one of the worst. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will do one of my best.
Okay.
And then I'll go into my worst.
Nice.
That way, it'll give you some time to,
survive. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So I watched another. What is it called? A documentary this week. And it's on Netflix, and it's called Jailbreak, Love on the Run. Okay, and so this is a true story about this guy, this inmate, a highly violent criminal named Casey White, and he's imprisoned. And at some point, and I apologize for the plosives in this. Can
you do this first, though, Chris? Love on the run, ain't no surprise.
I don't know the rest of the words.
Just tell me a dream, and I'll tell you some lies.
What's that song? It's Neil Diamond, right?
Neil Diamond, yeah. No, you just have to say "Love on the Run" because we want to hear you do.
Love on the Run.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. No, so let me talk above the mic. Maybe that'll keep some of the plosives off of there. But So basically, it's this convicted felon who's in prison, named Casey White. Well, a guard named Vicky White, no relation, falls in love with this dude, begins a relationship. Now, she is highly respected, and she helps him escape. And it becomes then this big manhunt for them. If you've seen or you know about this case, I don't know what's new or what's not. I didn't know about it, even though it's very recent when it happened. So it was engaging and it was interesting, especially because you hear all of these audio conversations that they had, that they discovered once they went back to the to the whatever that is. They were, I guess, the prison recordings.
Mm-hmm.
And so the thing that gets me, though, is the terrible grammar that people use while speaking in this. Okay, like my wife is an English teacher. She has a degree in English.
I'm sure she was loving that.
Oh my gosh. Well, she also though has a Southern family. So she understands, like she gets it, but she doesn't agree with the terrible grammar or anything else. And not that her family is like backwoods or anything like that. I mean, it's just, but she understands like the Southern mentality and all of these things.
Right.
Wow, though. I mean, we would rewind it to listen, and some of them would be like they'd say the incorrect usage and then repeat it several times in that same sentence. And it's just like, oh, this is so good. You just it doesn't make you sound better. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know there's the preconceived notion that I have that, that unfortunately the Southern drawl just makes it sound like you're slower. And some of that is because they speak slower. They're more deliberate in their words a lot of the time. This was not that case, though. This was just funny. The case itself is entertaining and engaging. It's also sad because and very bizarre to hear all of these people that Vicky White worked with, highly respected within her job at the prison. I mean, she'd been doing it for decades and she was great. The inmates liked her because she was fair. I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't mean to them or anything else. I mean, she was strict and everything, but just as more and more pieces begin to unfold, wow, just blew me away. It was a lot of fun, especially because then you get to listen to listen to all the people talk. And it's like, oh, it's not good. So anyway, it's an over and done. It's one movie, less than 90 minutes. Yeah. So it's that's all it needed. It didn't need drawn out type of things.
Not like the Mr. McMahon documentary on Netflix was 6 episodes.
What?
Yeah, and each episode's about an hour long. Yeah.
Did that warrant that?
There's a lot to cover. The thing is, what they covered with it, they didn't go into as deep with the stuff that you wanted to know. So, like all the controversy surrounding Michael Mann, they touched in it, and occasionally they were like, "We filmed this before such and such came out." It's just like,
So you gave us a brief overview on a lot of stuff, but didn't go in depth.
So the big question was, who is Mr. McMahon? And at the end, I didn't know. I still didn't know.
Oh, well, that's encouraging and effective. Good. Okay. All right. I'm going to, even though it's all out of order and everything else doesn't really matter because
Doesn't matter.
what,
It's
technology. Yeah. I'm going to talk about my worst.
Okay. Is this Azrael?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. Did you talk about Azrael yet?
I haven't yet, no.
Okay, good. No, this is not my worst. Azrael is not my worst.
Okay.
Although you and I are going to have discussion on this, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sure. Okay.
But this is Apartment 7A. Okay.
Wow.
Paramount Plus, Julia Garner. I love Julia Garner. I think she's brilliant.
She's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. This is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby. I'm on board. Cool.
Oh, really?
I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I had no idea. Okay, cool.
What are we going to do with this?
Yeah. How?
How what? How is it a prequel? Or
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking what I've seen. Like
this, I stated in my review at the very beginning, the question that you ask of Rogue One. What is that question?
Doesn't need to be made. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Nothing new is introduced in this movie. It is basically Rosemary's Baby with different actors and less atmosphere and less effectiveness.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It is like we watched Julia Garner get invited to live at this apartment building by the creepy old couple. Cool.
Love them.
All right.
They're great. Yeah.
Yeah, it works. Diane Wiest is just intrusive and nosy and pushy and brilliant in her role. Like outstanding. Okay, sweet. Kevin McNally, who is Mr. Gibbs in the Pirates movies.
Oh yeah.
He plays her husband. He's more grandfatherly, not any less creepy. He has less of a role though. This, if you've seen Rosemary's Baby, that movie sets up atmosphere. It sets up dread. It's all of this questioning of, is she just hyper paranoid? Are they really doing something? And then
I don't know that I've seen it. I must be thinking of a different movie. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's Mia Farrow.
I can see the cover in my brain, but
yeah. Well, so I thought, okay, they're gonna introduce us to this world, which is then gonna lead us into Rosemary's Baby. I didn't think that they were literally gonna do Rosemary's Baby.
Copy Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I would have preferred give us information on the apartment building, give us information and depth on all of these players who come together to bring about, I mean, they're a cult. You know what I mean? They have this belief and this hugely intricate system for what they're trying to do,
right?
But it's barely touched on.
So do they ever explain some of the weirdness that you see?
Yeah, I mean, yes, because I don't want to ruin Rosemary's Baby.
Okay, so let's say if you haven't seen Rosemary's Baby, would this be more interesting then?
I could see how it might be a little bit, but the problem is then you're going to go into Rosemary's Baby where this leads to, and Rosemary's Baby would feel derivative at that point. It would feel just a rehashing of what you just watched, and that is incorrect. Because Rosemary's Baby is way more intense and way more unsettling and quiet. Just that dread that builds, and
although
Pharaoh just
in this, where someone breaks their ankle,
that was gross. And
felt.
Oh yeah. No. See, and that's the thing I was talking about in my review. If you take individual pieces of Apartment 7A, it's good. Julia Garner is great as this Midwestern, planting herself into New York City, struggling to be a dancer, struggling to make it work, willing to do some things and put herself through things that most people would not do. I mean, athletes will do it. They'll push themselves through pain and everything
again.
else
Again. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exact. Yeah. Again. And you're like, dude, seriously? Diane Wiest, Kevin McNally, wonderful. They're just, they're by themselves. There's even elements within the building that you're like, oh, what in the world? Oh, this is kind of cool. What's going on here?
Yeah, exactly.
Little things like this. But when you put it all together, there's nothing new. There's nothing novel. And then the tension that's built is minimal.
So the sum of all the parts doesn't equal the story that they're trying to tell.
Exactly. The only seriously, okay, outside of, so there's those cool, some of those cool little individual items. Some of the visuals are great because, especially because they're not always like front and center. It's like periphery. It's just a quick little vision, and you're like, well.
Yeah, I can't hear you. That is so weird. So we know it's not the mic. Oh, I can hear you now.
You can hear me. I don't know what's going. It's bizarre. Yeah, I don't know what's.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So anyway, what was I saying? The last handful of minutes, the very last scene, awesome, loved it.
Oh, really? So I should finish it then?
No, the ending is not
Right.
worth it. It was just it was. I mean, it was like the piece of the carpet that wasn't shit on. Right, and so you're like, oh, hey, that's great. Just because it's surrounded doesn't make it. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is not just stop. It's not a worthy prequel. It's not a good story. It's literally just rehashing what already came before and was done way more effectively and with just so much more bad emotion,
I was meant to get the screener for this like a week ago, and I got it yesterday, but I had already watched it.
I got the screener early and just didn't get a chance
Right.
to get to it.
Okay. Well, let me talk about something that also shouldn't have been made, probably.
Okay.
Okay, so this is an exclusive. An exclusive. Sound effects. Badger, do some sound effects wherever you are. And okay, so when I told my wife we were watching this last night, she's like, oh, I don't know, because the first one made me feel gross. And we had just eating dinner and we were quite full. And then we watched The Platform 2. And I don't know if you remember the first Platform.
Yeah.
How gross it was with the food.
Yeah.
So the thing that this is why I say this doesn't really need to have been made is because they do the same thing. This was this discussion I was having with you as to like, are they going to do something different? Now they have the same sort of social commentary all the way through. Who's going to survive? What people would do to each other? They have a social hierarchy in the flight of, I think there's 333, and you stay in each room, square room, for 1 month, and depending on where you are on like how low it goes is how much food you're going to get, basically, and what people have done. So they try and enforce law. They're trying to enforce a law that everybody eats only their meal that they've asked for, so that way, when it gets down to the bottom, that people, but obviously humans being human, that never works out, right? And so it's the same. I don't know if you remember much, but it's literally the same film with a different part of the story, same sort of social commentary, and still very entertaining to watch. Like, it's brutal and gory and horrible. And when I was talking to my wife, we were saying, well, I was saying how beautiful it looked, cleverly done with probably minimal budget. My wife is offering me whiskey and Coke or Dr. Pepper and Zero, both. Thanks. And so I enjoyed it, and I think the acting is very good, and I like some of the characterizations that we get. I like the gore is pretty gnarly. You can just imagine with all the different types of food and the people from various types. But why? When the first one is so good with the same social commentaries, doesn't really add anything more into the law. It more got me thinking about how the technology works, because there's this thing where the the platform, and this is not spoilers because we saw it in the first one.
Yeah.
The square in the middle that drops down the food. There's all these rules, like you can't have any food left over. If you do, then they either freeze you or burn you, like in your room. It gets hot. And then when it gets down to the bottom, if you remember the end of the first one, stuff happens down there. But the platform itself comes up at a ridiculous speed. So if you stick your hand out or anything, it just comes off, like it's sliced straight off. So it is like body horror, and they stick to that. But at the same time, I'm wondering about the technology behind it. And now I'm asking myself questions as to, I now have theories. I think the platform's actually in space, and that's how they do the gravity stuff. And yeah, so there's a lot of really good looking scenes in this, and the characterizations as a study on humanity. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's a study on humanity and its various, but I don't know that we needed another one. Like the first one was so powerful and probably more tense because it was new, but now I know what's coming. Right?
That's strange.
It's weird. Yeah.
So you're just viewing it from a different floor.
Yeah,
right?
I mean it's new cast, so
Yeah.
but it's not even a different floor. We get many floors that we got on this time, which is great.
Oh, okay.
And
we got to see some of that, but
yeah, we did. Yeah, there's movements and there's reasons why, and there's a guy that's trying to be in control with a crew because he wants to enforce everybody through violence to obey the rules so that everybody is like surviving. But that's not what the social experiment is about. The social experiment is wider than that. So it's like, but I don't want so much of the message to be the film. I want it to be the journey and the enjoyment of the story, and your message to be a part of that.
Yes.
And so
that's not
because we've had it before, it probably ends up being more preachy.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Anyway, so that comes out in a few days, I think.
Oh, wait, it's
not
not
out
already
yet.
out?
No, it's not out yet.
Oh, I thought it had already come out. Okay, well, whatever. All right. Okay. Should we? I don't even know where we're at anymore. Should we go to?
Yeah, let's go to
comments.
The comments, yeah.
Okay, let me write down the time code.
Badger, whiskey and Dr. Pepper. What's the worst thing that could happen? I should say I could get drunk and say stuff on the air. I shouldn't.
Whatever.
Chris cuts my. Oh, your audio's not working now. That's happening to you too. Oh.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't even know where we left off, but let's see here. Stephen King's Monkey and the Long Walk and Life of Chuck. I don't even know what that's.
So we were talking about what Stephen King's best adaptations.
Okay. I do want to see Life of Chuck. That's Flanagan's new film.
Oh, that's coming, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Have you read the book?
I have not. No.
No, I haven't read that one either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see here. Going down. Chris is going to hopefully go to see Megalopolis.
You liked it though. You gave it a high mark.
I did. It's so weird too because I didn't want to go into it. I didn't want to see it. I did not see The Good Robot or The Lonely Robot or The Last Robot, whatever.
What, you chose Megalopolis instead of the...
Well, because I was invited to that screener like weeks ago, and it was at IMAX versus this other one, and so I was like, well, okay, I've already committed to this one. It's easier, than switching all the reservations and stuff. Whatever.
Right.
And it wasn't I know some people have hated it.
Right.
Fair enough. I appreciated a lot of it. There are portions, first off, that it's self-indulgent. It's a little too long. I think maybe I can appreciate it a little bit more than maybe regular audiences who didn't see the first part of this, because I got to sit in with an interview with Coppola at the New York Film Festival.
Oh, wow.
So that aired before the film started.
Oh, wow. Okay,
So
that's cool.
Yeah, so it gave insight into how long he'd been working on this, what he was trying to do with this, all of these things, and so like when you get the director's commentary on things, and
Yeah.
sometimes it can
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you a different appreciation.
It does
of the
give you
film.
insight, but
Yeah,
is that saying because the everyday person needs to go into your film and they should get what you're trying to say rather than you having to give them a commentary beforehand?
correct. Yeah, I think for the most part this was good because it really, I mean, it showcased the struggle of utopia and the desire of, we can do something, we can do something different
Hmm.
versus this is the status quo or we're just going to go for greed.
Right.
And so the performances are good. They're also a little weird sometimes. I mean, the movie's strange
Hmm.
at different times.
Jeremy Jones's review I thought was quite interesting because he really enjoyed the first half of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He said there was almost a love story. There's people you're rooting for, but the
Yes.
second half, it just kind of loses the plot and goes all over the place. Like any sense of structure seems to kind of not. He said if you're going to choose, definitely choose the Wild Robot over this one because he's already like he does the rating of you forget it in T-1 day, and he said I would have forgotten this in T-1 day.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's not a haunting film. But yeah, it was, I think especially because it was surprising to me because it wasn't one that I was looking forward to watching.
Yes, and I'm not at all, but visually, I mean, it almost makes me want to watch it. One of the lines that Jerry says is that Francis made the film for himself. And I actually think that's more of a plus because when you make a movie that you want to watch, if it's personal to you, that often translates. And regardless of how pretentious it looks and could be, the man has shaped cinema history with his films. Like you cannot this Apocalypse Now,
Yeah.
Godfather
Godfather 2.
2. Oh my gosh. I mean,
Can I say Coppola is very funny as a person.
is he?
Like-
Oh, that's interesting. I never would have pegged him. for that.
No, he deadpan and got some really great, and he
Oh, that's true.
apparently outside of a Russian movie that nobody had heard of,
Yeah.
at least according to him in the interview, that there hadn't been a part 2 or a 2 in any movie before Godfather 2.
Right.
Because the studios are like, you can't do that. And he
You
said,
can't
then I
do it.
won't direct it.
Brilliant.
And so he asked for ridiculous things on that and got it.
Wow.
But he was like, so now I'm to blame for, part 6 and
Did.
different things like that. Yeah.
Hot shots, but he's to
Ex-
blame for that.
Exactly. So that was, it was just, it was
I'd like
cool.
to see. I hope they include that on like a Blu-ray or something if they recorded
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, Chris, if you go to see it, let us know what you think. I hope you enjoy it at least because you never want to go to a movie and then just be like, crap, I wasted my money and
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I really want to watch The Wild Robot. That looks so good. Or just Wild Robot.
I want to too because
Yeah.
from everything that everybody has said, it's
Everybody
just-
has just gone, this is great.
yeah. So yeah. Can we talk grotesquerie? I have not seen it.
I've not seen it either, so feel free to talk in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on it so far.
Yeah,
no.
10 episodes on FX.
Oh, did it all come out at
also-
once?
I don't know. No, it didn't.
No, it can't have done.
So it's season
So
1.
it's
There
weekly.
are 2 episodes. It looks, according to IMDb, 2 episodes per week through episode 6.
Mm.
Episode 7 is only 1 episode. Like they're on the 16th of October, they're only dropping 1 episode. And then they go back to 2 episodes until episode 10, which
That's
is
so
when
weird.
I don't
Yeah, I can
understand.
confirm on Disney there are 2 now.
Okay. So yeah. So we haven't seen it, but there you go. Shiny, what I had to do is I actually had to leave the studio that we're broadcasting from and then come back in. But additionally, I had to, I've unplugged just about every microphone I have. I have 3 on my desk right here.
You're gonna have to do a troubleshoot and see which
I
thing
am.
is,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a glitch. I'm gonna. Yeah. So anyway, this
glitch in the
microphone
Matrix.
totally. This microphone was working, so there you go. But it's also it's a ribbon mic with a figure 8 pattern, so the sound comes from both sides, which is not ideal for this situation because it gets the reflections off of the wall and stuff like that. But anyway.
You tried switching it on and off again.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Okay, yeah,
So
Luna.
strong.
Oh, good. Well, there you go. Then we're going to keep talking because that's just going to make it fun. Luna Cascade remembers the case that I was talking about with the Jailbreak Love on the Run there. So,
Yeah, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah. Not surprising. But it was recent though. It was like 2022, 2019.
Right, that is very
like
recent.
That.
Yeah,
It was very recent. Yeah. Poo of the Week, Time Bandits. I want to say.
You talking about the TV series or the movies?
The
the movie, I should say. Yeah. Alcohol already kicking in.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think. Well,
I presume
no,
it's
I
the
don't know.
movie. 10 episodes is a lot like Poo of the Week because it's a long series.
Yeah, didn't it get canceled though?
I don't know.
Because
Nobody watched it.
well, they didn't market it. How
Yeah,
are you
nobody
gonna-
knew it was coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were surprised that it was already.
It's like,
out.
what?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, nobody could top Ruth Gordon and Rosemary's Baby. So see, that's where you need to, just go watch the original. That's
That's basically your review. Watch the original.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, also, stop it with the remakes.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know this. So Ira Levin never wrote a prequel to Rosemary's Baby, but he did write a second book for it, though. So a continuation of that.
Huh. Why didn't they do that?
I don't know. Yeah, why wouldn't you use a story that's already existing instead of just...
That's bonkers.
Anyway. Yep, Bunny Dojo. Can't wait to see The Wild Robot. Oh, go. Yeah, it's not a sequel. See, these are the things. We need to go support these things. Even Megalopolis, it's an original film. It's not a sequel. It's not
a franchise. Yeah. We need to support these for that reason alone.
Exactly. The Substance, Strange Darling.
Yeah.
Blink Twice, even though that's now on
that's
digital.
not VOD. Yeah.
Yeah, but still watch it. I mean, these are these films that I mean, we all bemoan a little bit like, why don't we get more stuff? Well, we have to support them.
Yeah. Don't just go and watch your favorite franchise movies. Watch interesting, different, new, unique. Expand your horizons.
Yeah. So, did we talk about? Maybe we talked about it last week, where the theaters, they announced like they were investing all kinds of money into revamping the projection, the seats, the in theater dining, and it's like, but are you going to actually enforce rules of etiquette? Of not?
Yeah, that's more important. That's half the reason why people don't go.
Exactly.
Certainly is why I don't go as much.
I would much rather control my environment.
I have a projector, 4K, surround sound. Why would I exert more of my mental capacity than is needed for idiots at the cinema? Sorry, but it's true.
Where my wife and I, when we saw The Substance, I actually cussed at a woman who was sitting in front. I
would have loved to have seen that.
I said, "Get off your effing phone," because she sat down and started scrolling, and then in the middle of the movie was just constantly checking. And because of how the seats are, she's holding it where it's right in the gap, so I can see it because I'm not sitting directly behind her. I'm sitting,
Why? I just don't get it. Why pay for a movie and then sit on your phone?
Yeah, go out in the hallway.
Go away.
I have a green laser. I am going to start bringing that, and I'm going to start reflecting it off of their...
Everybody, if this person is on their phone.
Oh, I'm going to reflect it off their phone and hopefully hit them in the eye.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah. Viral verse. Hey, welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Most stamps in their passport from visiting different countries. Well, I'm sure I don't.
My old one, my South African passport has loads because been to Tanzania, Kathmandu, various places, in Africa, obviously England. I've never been to places like Thailand or New Zealand or Australia. I want to. I'd love to travel more. But yeah, my South African passport it had great stamps in it.
Nice. Yeah, mine does not have very many. I have Ukraine, I have Guatemala,
Oof,
Amsterdam.
nice. Oh, Amsterdam.
That was just because I was in the airport. I didn't. Yeah, we weren't there long enough to go anywhere. So, but anyway, what's the most powerful lesson life has taught you, or ever from someone that you'd pass on to somebody navigating their 20s?
Oof.
Make mistakes. Don't make life-altering mistakes. Like, don't make the mistakes that send you to prison, but don't be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, especially if you start a job and you hate it, don't stick with it. Don't get stuck in that. Go find a different job. Find something that you like.
It's probably not as important as you think it is, would be my advice. Don't sweat the little stuff would be a real important advice. Just doesn't matter.
Brilliant. I have special ghost blades. I can.
Nice.
Yes. Time. Okay, so it was the series, and it was.
And it was Pooh.
Okay.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Yes.
I will not be delving into that.
Yeah. Into the Fire Lost Daughter. Such a good documentary. Oh my gosh.
It was good. Yeah, it was so good.
Oh.
I'm so glad, Chris, because I only watched that because what you said about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that documentary, Ruben, that it was in the UK about the dude who was...
Yes, the dude that was pretending to be MI6 or something.
Yeah, what is that documentary? Because that's
a
good one, Niket.
That was great.
It was on Netflix. It's so
Chris,
depressing.
He's still out. Like, he wasn't arrested or sent to jail.
No,
he got away with everything.
Yeah,
he's out and about, still doing crap. Yeah, look that one up with those few keywords that we said we didn't say. I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called either. There's also, if you look through our I have a documentary playlist.
Yeah, you got loads. Yeah, you'll find one. I rewatched with Kay because she had never seen it. My Octopus Teacher, and that was excellent. Still as good.
I need to watch that.
It won the Oscar that year.
Well, and Niket, this is so not even close to the same topic or same genre, but Won't You Be My Neighbor, the Mr. Rogers documentary, so uplifting, so brilliant, just so wonderful. I mean, it's great.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Badgers joining you, Ruben. Jack
Cheers.
Daniels and Pepsi Max.
Nice. Do it.
Love to have a place to show movies in 1920 style. Dress code, black ties, no kids, no tech.
That would be fun.
Champagne.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's a critic in my area who he drives an old car. He wears these thick, dark-rimmed glasses. He wears a hat, like a fedora type of thing. I mean, he's very into this. Well, he commissions, rents out, I don't really know, works some kind of deal with this theater in like a smaller town, maybe less than an hour away. And what he does during the summer is he does a film series. And what it has, though, is they have restored the newsreels. They have done the cartoons.
Oh, wow.
All of that.
That is the proper experience. Oh, my gosh. That's so cool.
Yeah, I thought, that's neat. I mean, it's very niche, but you know what?
For sure.
If you're looking for, yeah, exactly. All right. What is love? Sorry. Baby, don't hurt me.
Baby, don't hurt me. No more.
Yeah. No cases, no islands, no questions, only intense face-offs and pure domination of season 2 of The Floor.
What?
I don't know. I think that, no cases, that can't be His
Islands.
Chris's
No question.
what's that with the banker?
Which banker?
Remember the reality TV game show?
Oh,
It was
right.
like- yeah.
That's probably what that is.
Yes. Okay.
For
yeah.
the greatest TV show ever made, right?
Yes, exactly. Luna giving some advice there. Live life. You'll have good memories. Absolutely.
Yes. Do more than from your home.
Yes. Oh, that's a mall retirement song. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Give It Away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yeah. Okay.
Anything from Red Hot Chili Peppers, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of fornication. Anyway, okay. Ruben, what's next? Do you want to talk Azrael?
Yeah, let's talk Azrael.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you talk because I want to hear what you have to say first.
Okay, cool. Azrael, Samara Weaving as the protagonist in a world that's set post-apocalyptic, but with a caveat that it's after the rapture, and the people that are left are there for whatever reason. You're thrust into a couple that they can't speak. You're figuring that out very quickly, and they won't because it brings whatever. And then once the movie starts with its kind of chase sequence where people are after her and we don't really know why, that is kind of where the movie goes. It just non-stop. So where we start off with Samara Weaving being in love with a young man that's with her as a young couple, you're not sure that she can look after herself. You know that she's running, she's survived. But the characterization of where she ends up and who she is at the end is reminiscent of like the ladies from The Descent. Gory, blood-filled. I love the creature creations. I love the prosthetics. I thought they were excellent. I love the fact that you have to figure out most of the story, and the no dialogue isn't just a gimmick. It's a part of the film. So I thought that, because we had one recently, like no lives, no... There's that one film where, like, alien abduction film. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Caitlin Deaver, yeah.
Yeah, that one. And that was a gimmick. That's what it felt like.
Mhm.
And here it feels like it's part of the story and there's a reason for it. I do my one caveat of the film, because I really enjoyed this. I thought the tenseness was there, the characterization is there. I figured out stuff as I went along the way. The problem is it sets up this world that it's building that you have to figure out along the way, and then it gives you a massive reveal midway through, and I was like, what the heck? And that never answers it, so that by the time we get to the end of the film, I'm like, was I right, or was that just like, I really don't get it? So by the time I got to the end, I was rooting for the character, wanted her to survive, but I have theories now, but they don't answer that. I think that's probably where your gripe is, that the story, that everything that sets up, even though you have to figure out stuff along the way. I said it's chaotic on screen a lot of the time. So the stuff that the story is telling you, you might miss because you might have to go back and figure out, because some of that, like, is just off the cuff or quick designs on a tree with like their symbols, or somebody will say something or scream something in like sounds and noises, but you're like, you don't have enough time to figure out what there is that they're trying to tell you, because they're just kind of stabbing you or each other, or adding violence to the screen. And I like the fact that every fight is harrowing. Every single fight that she goes through feels earned, and there's not like, it's not choreographed, it's messy, although it's obviously choreographed, but it's still very messy. All right, hit me with why you don't like this film, Chris.
Okay. The creature design is brilliant. It is grotesque and gnarly. The violence and the gore is excellently captured.
So good.
There are some moments where things are removed from people, and you're like, the creatures do things where you're like, oh, that's not okay.
Yeah.
We're told through title cards that it is, like Ruben said, it's after the rapture.
Yeah.
And people have chosen to become mute, to not speak, to atone for their sin of speech. Fair enough. So they've all been carved into their throats through their in the shape of a
Larynx?
cross, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're through their vocal cords. So where to begin? Okay, so we're gonna say this. We don't know when the rapture occurred compared to where we are now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Yeah, can't hear you. There's something that just kills it. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not the mic. Definitely didn't want you to be negative against Azrael at all. Nope.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Wait, you can't hear me?
No, I can. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the rapture has happened. Logical to say that not everybody was taken. Large portion of the world's population is still here.
Mm-hmm.
These people, for whatever reason, have decided to hole up in the middle of the forest.
Yeah.
Why? We don't know. They're living like Mad Max. Okay, fair enough. If it hasn't,
Oh, you've already explained more of the story of the questions I had than I didn't get. Okay, cool.
Cars are here. They drive their cars.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been that long, at least for these people, because we're never shown any of the rest of the world.
No.
Like, because gas doesn't last very long. Like,
films
not
always
as in,
do this. Like, even in Mad Max, the theory of how they do that doesn't quite relate.
Well, and like okay, so not even so much like that you physically run out of fuel, but more so that it just breaks down.
Yeah,
right,
gas can no longer be gas. Yeah, or
exactly.
Petrol, yeah.
So if this were taking place in a city, fair enough, I'd buy the cars and the whole thing. Okay, whatever. We've got these people who have chosen to live their lives segregated from rest. Maybe they're just a weird cult, and they just decide that, you know what, we're no longer going to speak. And so
because you think
this.
some time has passed for them to become the cult, so logically the gas wouldn't have.
But also so they can't have been there for so long because like the weaponry, the gas, all of these things are still very functional.
Right.
Samara Weaving is probably in this movie, she's probably late 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe early 30s. So when we get one time in this film somebody speaks.
Yeah.
And it's gibberish. It's just gobbledygook. I don't know if it was like some messed up form of Latin or what it is. But
I thought it was Spanish. Was it not?
It did not sound like Spanish to me.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because so what we see though is Samara Weaving not being able to communicate. Like she does not understand what he's saying. And obviously he doesn't understand what she's pantomiming most of the time. But
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, is it because, are we hearing this gibberish because she's never heard spoken words before?
Right.
So that means that the rapture had to have taken place more than her lifetime ago.
Yeah.
Right? The
I inferred something completely different from what you did from that moment.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a question on the rules of the creatures.
Yes.
At one point, they're slow and dragging, like very slow, just agonizingly, just that dreadful type of impending doom. You can't get away, but it's going to take a really long time for them to get there. And other times, they're lightning fast. And then they have abilities to climb things, and they have decision-making abilities. And they have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold that thought. I'm going to close the door and window because Badger's saying I have mobile interference, but I don't. So it must be that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't hear it. Mine has crackled occasionally, but I don't think it's me right at the moment.
How anyone is mowing the lawn in this weather, I don't know.
Okay, so it's brilliant outside. What are you talking about? I would love to mow the lawn at that point. So I don't understand the rules of the creatures, and they don't explain it. They don't explain what the creatures are. We get some visuals. So they're not necessarily zombies, but there's something else, possibly. We see a painting at one point, and things could be inferred from that. But we're still not given the why. There's a priestess, right? She's pregnant. We see that right at the very first time we see her. So that's not spoiler. She is not excited about something towards the end of the movie and reacts.
Right.
Okay. Why is that? Why is it happening to her in that manner? Why is Samara Weaving's character like drawn or okay to that? What is her role in this?
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Why?
Because what's the point? Because I mean, I so want to talk spoilers on this because it's so hard to do it like vagueness.
I understand.
But it like there's nothing actually there. Like it's all these visual moments that are cool and weird or creepy, but none of them are tied together by any type of story. Would you ever know that Samara Weaving's character was named Azrael if you hadn't seen the credits?
I didn't know she was named Azrael until you told me. Yeah. See, for me, it was just the journey of a woman trying to survive, like a cult.
But that doesn't make any sense for the end. Because if she just survived, she wouldn't have hung around.
Okay, yeah. All right, it's hard. I thought there was a reason, like revenge, anger, that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, but the thing that she holds at the end, that's.
Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah. Questions.
You know what? Maybe we'll do
We should do a
thing.
spoiler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next week when it's been out.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do that because I like the elements within there. I thought were done really well. It just when it comes to the end of this, I'm like you set up things that got no development to there. You know, kind of like how you mentioned with Apartment 7A, Rosemary's Baby. You know what I mean? Like the story and the message should be part of it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with working to get meaning. Like I don't need it. I don't want it spoon fed to me.
Yeah.
But in this, there's so much of why. Why is the cult doing the whole OA moment? You know, yeah. Why are they choosing to lock a person down in a seat? What is that going to accomplish? You know, what is that? Because we don't know what these things are, even though we're shown an image of how maybe they came about. We still don't know what they are and how they're there.
How do you do exposition when your characters can't speak? I guess drawings would have worked.
Well, but you could show, like they showed flashbacks. You could show more of what that was. Give us that context. Again, though, like the one person that speaks in this, where did this dude come from? Obviously, they're not that far removed from society. right? So
Okay,
why don't
so I inferred from that moment that we got that
uh-huh.
the whole premise of the story was a fake and was lied. That there's just a cult in the forest.
But then
That
what
there
were the
was no
things?
rapture.
Okay, but what were the things?
I just thought those like mutant people that have like eating people, and that was like, yeah. I see now. Don't make me think about it. I enjoyed this film. Stop it.
This was disappointing poo.
Okay.
This I'm sorry that you liked it, but no. No. I really want to talk spoilers with you. I cannot wait to talk spoilers with you. I
Okay,
think
cool. Yeah.
yeah. So, okay. Um should we talk about the movie we watched together?
Mm, yes.
Okay.
Just bearing in mind that our friendship could be over if you say negative things about this film. Just saying. Just
Okay.
putting it out there.
You're just letting me know right off the bat.
Just like, no, I'm joking. Say what you
No, I
want.
know.
It's an
No,
old
no.
film, man.
It is. Well, and we watched it though because the sequel has been
Oh, it's written. It's done. They're doing it. Yeah.
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 So from 2005, Constantine
Hmm.
with Rachel Weisz, Keanu Reeves.
Jamon Hussein, Shia LaBeouf.
I did. Yeah, okay. Do you know when I saw this last?
When?
2005.
When it came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was totally watching I remembered little bits.
Oh, I'm kind
little
of
bits.
jealous, to be honest. Yeah.
So it was watching it new. It felt a little long,
Okay.
but I was digging just the story itself of Constantine, who's working to solve this mystery. Kind of, what's the word? He doesn't really want to. He's reluctantly.
Yeah, he's reluctant.
Reluctantly crouched
Yep.
at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping with time and time. Yeah. Anyway, so I liked Rachel Weisz's part in there, how she's denying so much
Yeah.
of who she is or was, and not really reconciling that.
Yeah.
Peter Stormare is just
He's so good.
well, it didn't occur to me, even though I remembered him being in this. Like I had told it, like when I saw them two together, it was like, oh my gosh, this is like John Wick 2 at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when he's having, Baba Yaga's there. The hell sequences for me are very visceral. The graphics, they're a little
Dated. Yeah.
yeah, and they give some of that that warbly shiny effect to help maybe overlook or to mask some of the imperfections.
Mm.
But some of the creatures though are still like eek.
Still great.
And I love how they follow the theme about how Keanu Reeves is destined for something
Yes.
because of an event
Yes.
earlier in his life.
Yeah.
And then we see that played out also with Rachel Weisz's character.
Yes. And that I
and-
think was what made his character actually in the end want to do the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just as he gets more into it, and then it was when he walks in and he wants to talk with Jimon Hunsu about I need to sit in the chair, and you're like, you've already talked about the chair. What the heck is this?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, dude, what?
When he comes back from the hell sequence and he's just on steam because he's been to fire and brimstone, right? I'm just like, that's awesome.
So good.
Badass.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a harrowing. I know that it's said that it's kind of like a comic book movie, because isn't it like off a graphic novel?
It's
or maybe
based off a
comic
series of Constantine called Hellblazer.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. Yeah, and it's dark. Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, like, I wouldn't consider this a comic book movie. Like
Not at
going
all.
into it, you know what I
No.
mean? Like you hear comic book movie, and
But even
especially-
Hellblazer isn't. Hellblazer's more akin to the stuff that we got with like the original Judge Dredd's. If you know any of those, it's dark. It's
Okay.
not. It's more along the line of Alan Moore's stuff.
Oh, okay. So more graphic novel type of.
Yeah, than comic. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, because you don't want to scare people away by what's a comic book movie. Oh, good, just another Marvel superhero. Yay, yeah. No, gonna move on because this is. I mean, it's a dark story that has some like amazing messaging in it,
Yes.
and like a tragic cruelness
Yes.
at the very end.
Yes.
I mean, what
But
Peter
brilliant
Stormare-
as well. I mean, there's a moment where he's so happy and he's like, "Fuck you," and he's just like, "Nah, I'm taking that out, and you're staying. That's your punishment." Brilliant.
Yeah, that is like,
Yeah.
wow, what a good. Like we don't see a lot of twists like that.
No, it's great.
Yeah, it really was. I enjoyed the movie, and it was pretty much a first time watch for me.
Oh, nice.
Just because I hadn't seen it in forever. I did not realize also that it's Francis Lawrence and
Yes.
all of the excellent movies that he's directed, and just the action and the dark.
There's
dramas
stuff that he does so well, like a tangible supernatural is what I guess you would call it. So you got Constantine, who basically is a wizard, but like in the real terms, like that's what he does. He knows some spells and stuff, but he does practical magic. Like him doing an exorcism is very hands-on, right? Like that, the starting with him and the freaking that scene is still scary. Like bloody hell, that thing's trying to escape, and you're gonna punch. Talk about Will Smith punching an alien. No, Keanu Reeves is gonna punch a demon that's trying to come into our world. It's like, damn. And that's how we start, and it just carries on. You got dragon fire, you got scary little matchboxes that scared like mosquito bug people.
That is disgusting
It's
too.
gross. Yeah. You got people that are helping along the way that I really like that end up dying because the nature of his work. The reality is it's really dangerous. Shia LaBeouf's character, I really like him. Like I'm rooting for the kid.
Yeah, and it's funny to see him. I didn't even realize he was in this. And he's so young.
Yeah,
in it,
very,
too.
very.
I mean, it's like he's just out of what was the Even Stevens or whatever that movie is or show was.
Oh yeah,
Holes. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, even that. Yeah, he's just like just becoming like the adult actor type of thing, and
it's so funny. Like his voice is barely breaking. He's young.
Yeah.
Highly recommend the TV series as well. Actually, it's not Keanu, but there's a Constantine TV series that's very good.
Really?
And fans are really upset that it got cancelled after I think it was one season. So they took his character and put him in the DC verse. So we had like Flash and Supergirl and all that, and they did the one where they're traveling like there's a timey-wimey thing. What the hell was that series called? Anyway, when they put him in it, it got so much better.
Oh wow!
Because it was so much darker, and like his storylines are always revolving around things that are dark, and his character's always dark. So yeah,
I like that.
Good fun.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you chose this. This was fun.
Glad you didn't dislike it. Our friendship was on the rocks there, dude. Like voting for Trump or something.
Well, that's not going to happen. All right, you want to go back to the comments? Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Bunny Dojo worked at a theater when she was 18. They were 18. Used to throw out and ban people. Nice. Worked in one more recently.
Respect.
It was to give money back if you complain. See, yeah, that's my youngest had worked in the theater for a while, and like he loved the job but hated the people, and it was basically the people who were acting poorly didn't get any type of consequence, The people who were there to enjoy the movie had to go complain and then come back and see it again if they wanted to.
Yeah. So they were like, "Oh, we're sorry for this. So yeah, have it. You can come watch the movie." It's like, no, they've already ruined the experience for me. Chuck them out.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah. What are most anticipated spooky TV or movies coming up?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Halloween month, Chris.
Oh my
Basically,
gosh, dude.
we're
I'm-
here.
Yeah. Terrifier 3 and Nosferatu are too high on my list.
Yes. Nosferatu is definitely high on my list. Terrifier 3, not so much after having watched Terrifier 2.
Which we're going to be talking about in Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smile 2. That's
you know,
that's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm
Tentatively, because it's 2 hours and 10 minutes, and Terrifier
Yeah.
is 2 hours and 20 minutes. Number 2. So
Yeah, and that it is too long. We'll talk more about that in Patreon. But yeah, I agree with you. It's very long. But yeah, I don't know. TV shows. I don't know if there's any spooky TV shows that I'm looking forward to.
yeah, what is? I'm gonna ask Google.
Okay. I'm going to answer Badger.
Okay.
Azrael is not a good movie, and no, you should not watch it.
Azrael is a great movie, and you should watch it.
Love that. I love that. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's like-
Teacup, that one.
Yes.
Teacup.
On Peacock.
Yes,
Yes.
I have the screeners.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to watching that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my mic. You missed it earlier where there was like 10 minutes of me not being able to hear or speak. So yeah, who knows?
All right. Did you guys? I take it you're not hearing the phone or something anymore, because
Nobody said anything. Yeah.
no. Okay.
So, yeah. Some of our favorite creature features. Any little known ones. Love even like the B ones, like Lake Placid, Anaconda. Oh my gosh, Lake Placid's awesome.
Oh, I like both of those actually, Anaconda and Lake Placid. I know they're not great films, but I just enjoy them.
I don't know if I've seen all of Anaconda, but Lake Placid has Oliver Platt in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Gosh, some creature features.
I mean, Pan's Labyrinth is quite a good creature feature.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
The
let's
Thing.
see.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
is that not a creature?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that
The
is-
Fly,
The Fly, definitely. The
The
Descent.
Relic, such a great movie. The Relic.
No, it's not. No, stop! Don't bait me like that. Just stop. You know what you're doing, and you.
Oh, good times. Underwater actually, it's got some good.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Kristen Stewart.
yeah,
Yeah.
such an underrated film. That.
Oh, we saw that in the theater, and we're blown away by how well it was done, and it
Yeah.
pulls in some Lovecraftian
Oh,
things, and you're like,
Great stuff. Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, you said The Descent. That was good. Pacific Rim. I mean, you've got flipping
kaiju.
kaiju.
Yeah.
Are they creatures? Depends on what type of creature feature you're into. Like the early, really cheap movie Monsters. That was really good. The sequel, not so much, but
Monsters.
and he's now like a very big director.
Oh, with Scoot McNairy, as the reporter,
Gareth Edwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, dude,
that was really good.
that's yeah,
The Cloverfield movies.
yeah, that's good. Gosh, Species. Remember
Yes.
that movie?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I saw
Natasha Henstridge.
I saw Splice.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a
and messed up.
gnarly film, man.
Yeah, that's
What was the crocodile film that was so good? That's a great feature.
Crawl.
Crawl. I really want to watch that again. I'm gonna do that in the
That one
month.
had no business being as fun as it was.
Oh, so good. Crawl was great.
Yeah.
Eight-Legged Freaks. That film's stupid. It's fun.
Oh, awesome. Well, so there you go. Oh, Velocipaster also.
Yes,
Just-
that's the best one. You should watch that.
Yeah. So there you go. Number 2
there's-
is coming out.
Yeah.
If you want a terrible, and we were actually literally talking about this last night, Bunny the Killer thing. I don't recommend watching it, but if you, it's got a unique way of killing people.
I've got the perfect one.
What?
Troll Hunter.
Yes,
That's the one. That's
you
the
go.
one. Yeah.
Yep. Badger has, dude, you're spilling it. Chris and Ruben karaoke marathon stream. 24 hours of classic 90s and 2000s sing-along classics such as Pretty Fly for a White Guy and Black Hole Sun. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Dude. Yeah, we're
And
gonna
a
smash
pretty
the
fly
key in
for a white guy.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the only way we could do that is by only having our voices, because otherwise we would be so
it wouldn't
demonetized.
Yeah, it wouldn't pick it up as a song. It would just probably flag us for inappropriate singing.
Can you imagine the
Yodeling.
amount of like community strikes we'd get or copyright strikes we'd get?
Just all of them.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Oh, Apu. Hey, you guys. Oh, you've been on holiday. Just got back. Nice. Blink twice and cuckoo.
Cuckoo. Love
Cuckoo.
that.
That's how it's spelled.
That's a different film.
That is a totally different film. We're not going to talk about that one on our Patreon, though.
Where we have pictures of feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Blink twice, all outstanding.
Yeah.
Cuckoo, I loved all the atmosphere. Just didn't like the genericness at the end and the no reasoning behind. So yeah. Badger, thanks to you. Enjoyed Twilight of the Gods.
You're welcome.
Nice. You're a Dark Horse nerd. Constantine, easily top 5 characters for Immortal.
Yeah.
Nice.
I agree. Yeah.
Nice. Like how they showed Midnight's Club as a neutral zone. Oh, yeah. Makes sense as
Oh, yeah,
concept
that was
and
cool.
scene is good.
Yeah, in Constantine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely, that was really cool. And Shimon Hutsu is just,
He oozes presence. Like, talk about somebody that's just so good on screen.
just
Have
being
you
there.
seen Amistad?
Long time ago.
Oh, dude, that film. That film broke me. I was like,
Mhm.
dang.
Okay, here's some good movies. Let's see here, or a good list. Garfield, 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm missing that.
Boy Kills World, 3.5 out of 5. I had fun with that.
Yeah,
Violent.
that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah. The Little Things, 3 out of 5. The Little Things. I got to look that one up. I don't remember that one.
Bolt. Is that the animated film you're talking about? Bolt. I love that. I've seen that film like 50 times because my kids were obsessed with it. If that's the one I'm thinking of.
I'm getting the ball. The Little Things is with Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
No.
Okay, yeah. So you have grandkids. So Inside Out 2, Under the Bridge. Oh yeah,
that was all right.
Yeah. Lily Gladstone, I think, won the best supporting
Actress.
for Golden Globe, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Emmy?
Okay.
I don't know. Something
Yeah,
like
that was a good one-time watch, I thought. Yeah.
Constantine movie, TV series is better in many ways.
Yeah, because they get more time to spend in it. Yeah, and Stalker for sure.
Okay, you two are killing me here. The Relic. No. Read the book. Read the book, and then you will discover why the movie is terrible.
I agree. The Bunny Dojo, Rapid Care, and Bun Fun. It's a great film. Really fun. Yeah.
Hurt my soul. John Constantine is not a nice guy. No, but I like him. I like the character because he's
a douche,
true.
but he's a good douche to have around when the evil's about. Yeah.
Yep. Chris Retzlaff also liked Constantine series. Bummed when it
Yes,
stopped at
Legends of Tomorrow. Thank you. That's the one. I was going to say it definitely elevated the Legends of Tomorrow.
Can't wait for Nosferatu, Terrifier as much of a muchness.
But just he's had some whiskey or JD, I think it was.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I Will Never Leave You Alone. What is that one? I want to say I've heard of this, but
The title of my stalker's memoir.
Every breath you take. Will Never Leave You Alone. Huh. It's a horror.
After being released from prison, a brooding man with a dark past is forced to stay in a haunted house to clear it of spirits. If he leaves, he goes back to what? If he leaves, he goes back to prison. What kind of prisons? What kind of plot is that?
Oh, that is what? That's cruel. I want to see it.
When can we watch it?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, thank you for that. That's outstanding. Does
this come to cinema or is it streaming?
I don't know. My guess is
It's
it looks
an
like
Indian
it's
film. Must be streaming.
Indian film? No, it's English.
Is it?
Yeah. It premiered last October at the Telluride Horror Festival.
Oh.
And
okay.
Yeah. Huh. I am going to be watching a movie very shortly, which I am so excited about. Chainsaws Were Singing. It is a horror musical. And I was talking with one of the producers and actors in it, and I'm so excited.
Chainsaws Were Singing. What the hell?
Yeah.
That title.
Yeah. No,
Sandra Moran.
I don't know if that's going to actually be a scary movie, but it's supposed to be very bloody. And then it has a romantic singing element to it. So
okay. Well,
yeah.
I look forward to your review on that.
Agatha All Along, a spooky TV series. Well, and who was it at the beginning? It just said it was shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it was Chris.
No.
No.
Okay, so your audio's all good now, Ruben.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Teacup on Peacock was adapted from a book by Robert McCammon called Stinger. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alien for creature feature. Yeah.
Yes.
Godzilla considered a creature feature?
Well, he's a kaiju.
He's
so,
a
yeah.
kaiju. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Especially Godzilla -1. That'd be a creature feature.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Pacific Rim, such a great bad movie.
I just think it's a great movie. I don't think it's a bad movie at all.
I like it. Yeah. No, I really enjoy it. And it's got Idris in there, so that's even a bonus. My wife is looking forward to Salem's Lot. We have the screener for that. She just read the book this past summer. So
I would temper your expectations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spoke about it earlier. Were you not here? You might not have been here.
Oh, no.
I think I reviewed Salem's Lot. Make sure you do a time code for that one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. Okay. I'm adding that to the thing while I was not getting anything and couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. I said it's more action heavy. They don't really delve into the town's degradation into madness because it's like an hour and 40 minutes or whatever it's long. But it's not like the miniseries that we've had before. And so we've had miniseries, and then the book's quite chunky. So it's fun if you, and you'll probably love it if you haven't read the book or watched the miniseries before. So the 1979 miniseries is amazing, and Rob Lowe's one is fine, but the movie is good for what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so temper expectations on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just watched the original silent Nosferatu.
Nice.
Oh, and film one. Yeah.
It's a must for film class for sure.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And that the design and the presence.
Just to wait till I visit again, Chris.
Okay.
Morning, Chris.
Be sure you want to do that because I have a lot of new masks.
Oh no. Yeah, I've seen
Like,
your mask. They're so creepy.
Oh no, you have not even begun to see my
Oh no.
I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30.
Holy crap!
Two.
Why do you have so many masks?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your budget for your masks allocation in a year? Do you have to budget? Put it in the spreadsheet. Horror masks.
I'm running out of space. Actually, I've run
Right.
out of space.
You've run out of space.
I got a hat rack. Like I was
Oh,
hanging
so you
them
put
on
one
the
on
wall.
each.
Yeah, but now I have one that holds like it has all these arms on it, so that you can
Wow.
put them all on there, and it's full.
my gosh.
So it's Anyway, okay. Splice is icky. Yes.
Yes.
Species. Yeah, it came out at the exact
I
right
agree.
time.
Yeah.
Yep. Day of the Triffids.
Yes. Love that. And the new miniseries that came out a few years ago was great. That did really well for my nerves and not trusting plants ever again. Definitely better
that-
than the Salem movie about plants.
So which Day of the Triffids? I mean, there's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them, but I think there was one in 2000 sometime that was really good.
2009.
Yeah, that was good. But the
Okay.
original is still good. I don't know which is the original. I don't know if I've seen all of them because there's so many.
Yeah, there's
There's even a Doctor Who one.
Yeah, but there's one from 1963. Oh, there's a mini series from 1981. So
Yeah.
okay, I haven't seen any of them.
2000 is pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll have to check that out. Welcome to Derry, coming next year with The Last of Us season 2. I am looking forward to Last of Us season 2. Not so much about Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
just-
Unless it's about
I'm-
ice cream.
I'm just I don't know. I'm kind of done with the It thing. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Feet.
Yes, that's our for
That's-
our inappropriate Patreon later, and then you talk.
Somebody said feet. Here I am. It's like
Oh, that's great.
that's appropriate.
Yes. Yeah, I just watched Blink twice. Yeah.
Nice.
Very impressive debut from Zoe.
Dude, setting the bar at like how the hell do I come back from that? You don't.
Yeah, she said herself. I mean, good Lord, what a great. And I almost wish though that they would have been able to keep her original title because
Yes.
it does fit. I mean,
Yes,
I
it
understand the marketing conundrum that they would have, but
But still,
Still.
there's a reason why it's called that. They should have stuck to their guns, not been afraid of people on the internet. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't think theaters would have shown it. I think
Oh.
that's probably the larger
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's so good. I forced
Uh,
my eldest or my youngest, and my wife to go with me for that and I didn't tell them at all. Like I told them nothing.
Nice.
I said, go into this blind, and I had only seen like the synopsis and like on your recommendation, and yeah, we were like, so good, so dark, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because there's an assault scene that's
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
brutal. Yeah.
Yeah. So crochet. This kind of hurts my soul a little bit, and makes it joy it all at the same time. The Red Relic by Lincoln and Douglas, and you still like the movie, I'm sure. New Natural History Museum in New York.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Yeah. Utaka, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to watch this. We're going to be watching it, I think.
I've never heard of this. Is it
Oh my
called
go-
Of Things Will Be Different?
No, it's called Things Will
Things
Be
Will Be
Different.
Different. Okay.
Dude. This is a I told you, Taka, I was getting Primer and Time Crimes vibes from this.
Oh.
It is Yeah, I got the screener. Actually, it was funny. I had gotten the screener like just right before you talking. I started talking, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes! I'm so excited for this thing." So, I watched the trailer, which I don't think gives away anything. So you can watch that. I mean, it gives you the premise of what's going on, but that still doesn't mean that you understand what's going on.
I'm really looking forward to talking about, with you especially, Kato Lake.
Yeah, you told me about that. I've got to ask for those screeners. I didn't.
It's a movie. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I needed a whiteboard
Really?
to go.
That is I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it give you some information to actually work with?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Totally. It's
Okay.
nothing like the movie you obviously disliked and is wrong for. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Talking for a favorite time of the year is approaching. Yes. Any plans for Halloween? Any stuff you're looking forward to seeing or listening to?
We've got great plans for Halloween.
We do have great plans for Halloween. Yes. And I have some ideas also to share with you also, which I think is going to be fun. So yeah. But yeah, no, there's going to be, we have some surprises.
Yes.
We'll just do that.
Yeah.
Which we should probably tout now. The in a couple weeks, the October, the October 19th show is going to be at a different time.
Right. Yes.
It's there you go. You'll know it.
We'll
I mean,
put
it'll
some
be on
posts
YouTube.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be at 8 a.m. Pacific or 4 p.m. UK time. It's going to be
Because we're planning something
different.
special for that one. Yeah.
Yes. So there you go. Do we need complete knowledge of previous seasons of Slow Horses for this season? Watch the previous seasons 7 or 8 months ago, so you forgot some of the storylines.
No,
No, you
I
don't.
think it'd be okay.
Yeah, especially because you've seen them. I think if you hadn't seen them, that would be an issue.
Yeah, because you know the characters. It's an individual story because each season is a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it draws some, but it calls back to things that you'll go, oh, yeah, I remember that.
Mm.
So I think it'll be okay there. Watch the movie Watcher while away. With Micah Monroe. Yeah, I like that one. I saw that at Sundance or South by Southwest a couple years ago. Pretty good. All right, did you like that one, Ruben? Did you see that one, or did you watch a different Watcher?
I might have watched a different one. I don't know. Are you thinking the one with what's her face? But she goes to another country. And
Yeah,
then
Micah Monroe with her husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the actress's name?
Micah Monroe.
Oh, maybe not.
She was in Long Legs. She was the same person within Long Legs.
Is it Watcher or The Watcher?
I
The
think it's just
2022 Michael Monroe movie, Bucharest. Yeah, that's the one. I didn't like that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, how many models do you have now? I think you're Funkos?
Models. Yeah, like Naomi Campbell's is pretty much around there. Cindy Crawford. Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
No, it was back in the day. It was Kathy Ireland.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Talking about Funkos?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of Funkos. I've now been buying. Sorry, there was a spider coming down, and that is disgusting and not going to happen. I've been getting into the blacklight ones, so I've been trying to collect those because I like the pop that they give. No pun intended with the Funko Pops, but there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I have a bunch. I am though also being very selective. I did though get a brand new one. I ordered it the day it released, and it's Nicholas Angel from Hot Fuzz, and he's in the jumping pose as he's shooting both guns.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that was awesome. So, okay, we're just gonna skip over this comment here because
Yes, Chris. Why do you have so many masks?
because
Because.
masks.
Okay.
Yes. Penny Dreadful. Oh, I liked where that was going. I just didn't like how it kind of petered out a little bit.
Did you watch the 3 seasons?
I don't know if I watched the final season.
Okay.
Like I was really digging a lot of it.
So I own it, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
still in the cellophane.
Oh,
Because I watched, like, on TV, I watched the first few episodes, and I was like, okay.
I was intrigued by it. I liked what they were, because all of those gothic
Yeah,
horror
very
type things
gothic.
coming
Yeah, yeah.
together,
Yeah.
that was fun. But
Kind of a Constantine vibe, actually, saying that. Yeah.
oh, there you go. Yeah. Yep. Great call. Very underrated series. There you go. So Andrew loves it.
I gotta jump out for 30 seconds. I'll be back.
Okay. We'll just do. Actually, I'll do that, and I'll do this. How about that? There we go. Anyone watch the Graham Norton show last night? Oh my gosh, no. Lady Gaga, Demi Moore, Colin Farrell, and Richard Ayoade. Oh my goodness, no. I'm gonna have to check it out though, because all those people outstanding. And Graham Norton is he's just classic. Caddo Lake. Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait until Ruben comes back, but I think he really liked it. I think it was just really like convoluted and confusing at parts of it, but that doesn't make it bad. So hopefully, yes, we'll see. We'll ask him again once he gets back here. Other than rude customers, what do you think attendance has dropped significantly in theaters? I think some of it has to do with just timing of movies. Some. Maybe pricing a little bit. I think also people from the pandemic, they got used to watching movies at home. And it became very hard to replicate that viewing experience where you can control everything. You can control the sound, the background, the lighting, the who's talking, the volume, all of these things, which do play into the entire experience. It's pricing continues to raise, not so much with the tickets themselves, but the snacks. I mean, the snacks that can really get you just to what's going on there. Can break your pocketbook. You all good?
That's pee. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Yutaka, we're going to come back to Yutaka here. Should he press play on Caddo Lake today?
Yutaka, I don't know, because you love your horror. It's not a horror, if that's what you were thinking is. Just saying that. But I really enjoyed it. Also, my brain hurt. So.
Nice. I love it when my head. Ed 209 and the helmet off RoboCop. Ooh,
oh,
that
wow.
one would be good. But which Ed? The ED209, the RoboCop, the
Man, yeah. I hate being poor. I need more disposable income so I can add to my
your Funkos.
Yeah.
I always look for the sales.
Yeah, those are the best.
Would you recommend Slow Horses to viewers who have a fear of being mercilessly chased down and trampled to death by large or tiny horses and or centaurs? Yes, very much so. Yeah. And then after you do that, watch Centaur World with Comfortable Doug.
Oh my gosh.
Comfortable
Doug.
I need to go watch that.
You need to watch that. Just that song, at least. Yeah.
Just the song, yeah. And then it goes right into Flat Dallas, and it's run action, reboot, Ruben AI, execute. Yep, exactly. Look, see, there you go. Banter activated. Love it. Oh, books of the week. Okay, the Troy Rising trilogy by John Ringo. That aliens put a gate in our solar system that we can't even get to. Tell us it's our problem, and then leave us to deal with whomever comes through. What?
Isn't that Stargate?
That's wow. That's cruel but awesome. Very good sci-fi story. Okay.
Troy. I really thought it was about Troy.
Oh, well, yeah. There you go. Okay, so Ruben and Chris Funko.
And it needs to be like, you got a pretty mouth. we just have like a speech bubble on top of our head.
Let me do it with the new microphone. You got a pretty mouth.
Oh my gosh, that works so well. Someone needs to clip that.
Oh, yeah, really like the title song by Mick Jagger, "Slow Horses." Yeah, and it
Mm.
works so great in there. Oh, in that show, yes.
Might be my second favorite Gary Oldman, third favorite Gary Oldman role.
Really?
I really like him in this. I just think he's
Oh,
nailed it. Yeah,
I do too. I mean, he's excellent, but it's also hard to find one that he's not excellent in.
true, but like Fifth Element, probably my favorite, just because it's so bonkers for him.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And flipping Leon,
Oh
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which is so funny when you know that he did that to piss off Luc Besson
yeah.
because he kept asking for more takes, and that's the one that they kept.
Brilliant.
Oh, but him as the drug dealer in True Romance.
Yes. Oh my gosh, she's great in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, when do you say he's not great? Like, I love him in Harry Potter. His character is brilliant. He elevates
Oh,
Azkaban to another level. 10 years in Azkaban. So good.
oh my goodness. Yes. Um. Okay. Should we go to our entertainment news? What we're looking forward to? All that
Yeah.
wrapping up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh,
Oh, I had a good one.
I have two bits of entertainment news.
Okay.
Um, Hellbound season 2
Yes.
on Netflix
Yes.
has an October 25th release date.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We've waited a while for that one, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch season 1 again because I just
For
I
sure.
yeah,
I remember the end though, so that sucks.
I kind of remember the end.
Right.
What else you got?
So yes, I don't know if there's any Swifties, Taylor Swift, but this is interesting. So her donations in 2023 were 50 million for truckers, 30 million for food banks, and 20 million for the animals. And she gets a lot of hate from evangelicals because I don't think she's donated any money to them.
Because
So
she's doing more
yeah.
than
Yeah. Anyway, that was just a bit of stupid gossip, but this is interesting because I think you're looking forward to this film, but okay, so the musical Wicked,
Yes.
that is in two parts.
Yes.
The first part runs just under 3 hours.
Okay.
And you've just seen you went to the theater to watch the
Yeah, we saw
this,
it on
and you said it was
Broadway.
excellent, right?
Yeah, it was just as good. We saw it in my wife and I saw it in San Francisco, which is outstanding. We saw it at our home theater here once, and it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was decent. And then we saw it on Broadway, and yeah, I still don't agree with splitting it up. It's like because it's a year later, or is it a
Yeah.
year later?
I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. I am excited for this bit of news. So for season 5 of The Boys,
Mm.
they announced that Daveed Diggs is going to be playing a character within the show.
Oh,
No details.
Okay.
No details. Only that Daveed Diggs is going to be part of the cast. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, cool.
Wow.
That's
we had some really sad news. I think it was just yesterday.
yes.
Dame Maggie Smith passed
Mhm.
away, unfortunately. But what a life she led,
Yeah.
and performances that we will remember. But you know that when you reach a certain threshold of actors that have been around for a long time, I think they do leave a lasting memory.
Mhm.
And you feel like you know them a bit, at least their facade of the people they portrayed and what they chose to do in their roles. Well, again, always remember her in the Harry Potters.
And I saw a clip of an interview which I've seen other interviews with her, and I love how down to earth she is because she's grumpy, and that resonates with me. And she was bemoaning some of the fame that comes along with her Downton Abbey and Harry Potter characters because it then brings people to her. She can't just be left alone. She can't go to a museum or something. She's always accosted by people. She hates it. And I'm like, it's so great.
That's so good. I love that.
Yeah, because I think she's still very gracious to all the people who come up. She just doesn't like it.
You're a fan of Akira, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
So there's a new, I believe it's a comic called Absolute Batman, and the cover art for it is an inspired Akira cover. So it's Batman walking towards his black motorbike, the same way as Akira, well, like we have at Tetsuro walking towards his red motorbike.
It's called Absolute Batman?
Yeah.
Trying to find one.
Okay.
I don't.
On Twitter, you can look discussing a film. I showed it, so if you want to have a look at the art, but I'm excited just because of the cover art. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's literally, it is literally Akira. That's outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay, very fun.
And you're a gamer, right? You play loads of
heavily.
games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
So,
games, yes.
so The Incredibles
I saw this.
are coming to Fortnite.
Did you see the other part though, where they have like, I guess you can augment people or whatever. You can do things, and so Mrs. Incredible, who is curvy, like they do something. I saw somebody like that they're going to be able to do something with their hips.
Oh no!
I don't know. I'm just like,
That's
okay,
funny.
whatever. But yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay, I have no more news.
Okay. For everybody that loves Agatha and saying how great it is, Agatha all along, it's reportedly Marvel Studios' least expensive action Disney series today.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
I haven't watched. Not gonna watch, but.
Okay, comic book news. Last bit.
Okay.
A Bane and Deathstroke team up movie is in the works.
I saw people commenting on this, some loving it because of how it can, what it means for future, like in inclusions, and some people are like, no. So I don't.
Depends on who they get to play Deathstroke. Bane can be played by a number of people, I feel, but Deathstroke is, you got to get that character right. Oh yeah, Chucky was cancelled, the TV series.
Yeah. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I watched a few. It was good. It was fun, and it was like keeping to the tradition. And it's set like after one of the movies, like Bride of Chucky, I believe. So yeah, and it had garnered quite a bit, like a cult following. Like people really enjoyed it. Yeah. So I was surprised at that because sci-fi generally stick with their weird.
Yeah. Well, and what else do they have going for them?
I don't know, and the fans have been like campaigning to get the next season, so it's odd that they, Anyway,
I saw tweets from Devon Sawa and oh my gosh, Jennifer Tilly.
Right,
literally left my mind right when I tried to say it.
It's strange because it's like guaranteed watch time.
I thought it had a pretty large devout following. So
yeah,
okay.
Anyway, let's talk about what we are looking forward to coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, the 2nd, Where's Wanda comes to Apple. It is their first German language series.
Yes.
I am so excited.
Yes, there's another one I wanted to flag out. I think that might be out already. What's it called? Fleminick. Where's Wanda's the German one? And then there was I think Midnight Family.
That came out like last week?
The first 2 episodes are out.
Okay.
and then they released episode by episode until running up to November the 20th with 10 episodes. So I've heard good things about this so far. So
Yeah, it's the this family in Mexico City, I think, who run an ambulance service.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely want to watch that. It looks good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but Things Will Be Different comes out this week. That movie that we're talking about with Yutaka a little bit. That is, I feel that it from the trailer got the Primer and Time Crimes vibes.
Hmm.
So, coming to video on demand on Thursday the 3rd is Red Rooms. This is a French thriller. Seen it. It's got some really good elements to it, some beautiful camera work. And I think it's fitting for VOD. I don't think paying for it would have been a good thing in the theater, but
Okay.
yeah.
What else you got?
I'm so excited. Actually, talking about spooky movies,
Mm.
what a way to kick off the first weekend in October. VHS Beyond hits Shudder,
Ah.
part of the anthology. And one of them is directed by Kate Siegel.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I'm looking for that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Coming Monday the 30th on Apple TV is an animated series called Curses. And it's spooky, so obviously, so this will be one fun for the kids. The animation looks great. The quick synopsis is the Vanderhovens are a typical family, except a curse recently turned Alex, their loving husband and father, to stone. In order to save him, his wife and kids set out on spine-tingling adventures to return ancient artifacts stolen by an ancestor. So that could be fun. I love the look of the animation style, so I'm definitely going to be checking this out.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay. There are more unsolved mysteries
Of course they are.
coming to Netflix. There's
Netflix has all of them.
Yeah, more seasons of Love Is Blind and Heartstopper. There is on Friday a thriller. It's called It's What's Inside. It's coming to Netflix also.
Okay.
A group of friends gather for a pre-wedding party that descends into an existential nightmare when an estranged friend arrives with a mysterious game that awakens long-hidden secrets, desires, and grudges.
Wow.
Yeah, it debuted at like it was at Sundance and South by Southwest, but also Beyond Fest. So,
Okay.
yeah.
A new anime series starts on Thursday. It's called Dan Da Dan, and this actually has quite a bit of hype around it. I don't think they're dropping all the episodes though. I think this is coming out at like the same time as it airs in Japan.
Okay.
So it's I think it's a horror anime. So it looks fun. It looks quirky and doing all the things that horror anime should do. Offbeat, irreverent, and exciting, apparently. But it's also classed as a shonen, so it will be action heavy.
Okay. Does it come out this week? Yes. Joker 2.
Oh, that's this week?
Folia Du comes out. Yeah, I can drive into San Francisco and see it a day before it comes out, and I'm not going to.
Or you can just watch it when it comes out.
I'm not sure I'm
Or
going
not even watch it. Yeah, you're really not interested in this, hey?
And it has nothing to do with the fact that it could probably be amazing.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
I'm so surprised for this one because it's a musical as well. So I thought you'd be well up for that.
Yeah, and I don't really know why. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. There's another anime, same day, Thursday as well, called Blue Box. And I think they're doing the same thing. This one is about a badminton player, Taki, has always admired basketball star Chinatsu from afar. Okay, yeah, trying those names. But one spring day, a surprising turn brings them unexpectedly close. So again, shonen anime, by Japanese romance.
What's that on?
Netflix?
Oh. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't have no.
Okay. And obviously, I've already reviewed it, but the Platform 2 comes out this week on Netflix. And I should flag up that season 2 of Guan Song Creature is out.
Yes, it is.
Yes. And it's much shorter in terms of it's only 7 episodes, and the episodes are like 45 minutes rather than the previous season where they were like an hour or even longer.
Okay.
It's also set in modern times.
Uh-huh. Which is how the first season ended.
Yes.
Mhm.
So they pick up from there. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just flagging it up because people really enjoyed it when it first came out, and they have not done any promotion for this, which is
No.
bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Yeah.
So strange. Okay. Well, okay, that's it. Do you have any more?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there's more. There's stuff coming out that is going to be fairly big, like the Citadel series. There's 2 of them coming out.
2 of them. Yeah.
Mhm. There's Vox Machina season 3
When is that coming out?
really soon in October. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When I know that Arcane is coming out November, I think. Is that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, is November. Yeah. And they're releasing like they did last time, the 3 episodes.
Oh no! Season 3 premiere of The Legend of Vox Machina is October 3rd.
Oh, so that's coming up this week. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And they have weird embargoes for this one as well. You can review the first 3 episodes, and then as they scale out, you can review those next 3 episodes. Anyway, yeah. So this Friday, the first 3, I believe, come out.
I don't even have season 3. That. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Good. Okay. Yes. Going back to the comments.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dead air. That's great, guys. Good job podcasting there, guys. No gang signs.
That's right. Not a fan of weekly releases of series, as even in a week's duration or forget a lot of minor things in the previous episodes, so I have to wait.
But we used to have to do it all the time.
We did, and now, but we're not. We don't live in that world anymore. We live in binge culture, right?
Yes.
I'm with you. I would, because so much comes out, and because of what Ruben and I do, I prefer the binge so that I can see it all at once. Because what happens is I'll start something, and then I never go back to it. Not because I didn't want to or didn't enjoy it. I just get distracted and poof, it's gone.
Yeah.
Coworkers have been complaining about Taylor Swift tickets, Oasis tickets, Coldplay tickets. Something needs to be done about the state of concert booking.
Oh yeah, it's mental, isn't it? And so many companies. It's not that. It's that they're immediately sold, and it's not just individual people. It's like these companies that buy a bunch, their online algorithms, and then they'll sell them on probably at higher prices.
So they're legal scalpers. Well, you're not supposed to, because scalping is illegal, at least in the U.S. I mean, you're not supposed. You
not
can
supposed
sell
to be
a
able
ticket,
but it's very hard to.
To like police.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, because you're supposed to be able to just sell, to the best of my knowledge, at face value. Like,
I mean, they're expensive anyway. I mean, they're very expensive. Like no jokes. I'm like, how does anybody afford to go to these things?
Yeah. Wow.
I'd much rather buy a Lego piece than one ticket.
My youngest just bought the Nightmare Before Christmas town scene.
I want the tower, the Eye of Sauron tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
anyway. Yeah. First world problems.
Yeah, exactly. Luna's saying, fun to theorize during the week of what we've seen and what will be seen. Week to week invites more viewer and participation.
Yeah.
I see that. I think there's room for both. I just preference maybe. No. Yeah. Dame Maggie has been in life so long. Honestly, had so much of an effect on her life. More of an effect on life than the Queen.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
The hips don't lie. Yeah. Let's see here. Favorite Oldman performance, Dracula from Anna Elena. Hey,
Great.
First off, how are you? The Abel, welcome. We think Wolf was bad.
You mean Wolves? Probably talking
yeah,
about Wolves, the new one.
Wolves, yeah. Well, there was the Wolf movie, Wolf with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, how dare you? That film's great. But there's also the Benicio del Toro one, right? Wolf?
Oh, is that called Wolf?
I know, is that werewolf?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you...
What?
No, I'm just reading this comment.
Oh,
Do you like Uglies more or Rebel Ridge? Those are two completely different films, different genres. Uglies is terrible anyway, but Rebel Ridge is great. Like, I don't know how you could put the two in the same thought process. One loses you and makes you dumber for watching it, and the other one's actually pretty good. Yeah.
There were some good moments in Uglies.
What?
No. The CGI was terrible.
So
CGI
bad.
was horrendous.
It was horrendous. Yeah.
We're gonna watch Joker 2. Ruben, do you want to see Joker 2?
I don't know if I want to watch it at the cinema, to be honest. I think I'll just watch it at streaming. I don't like. And as a critic, I have to use my brain as to what will be beneficial to my channel as well. Unfortunately, that's a good way to think about things. And everybody under the sun is going to be reviewing that, so there's no point. Yeah.
There you go. Discord. Yes, Crochet a While and Listen. Thank you. They created a Discord for us, so you can join that. I'll have to.
They did?
Yes, find the link again and post it. Here's the thing that you have to understand, because it's just like all of my other social media outside of YouTube comments.
What Discord? When did I miss this?
We talked about it last week, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. About,
did they actually create it?
Yeah, there's a Discord.
Oh, what's it called?
I don't know. It's just like me and Crochet a While and Listen, maybe one other person right now.
Okay.
So, but I to be honest, I'm going to be very infrequent on it, just like I am on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of these things.
Discord is different, though.
It has nothing to do with that. I'm not even as active on Patreon as I want to be. I mean,
that's true.
It's not.
You don't have enough hours in the day, dude.
Yeah, it's not it's not a reflection on me wanting to participate. It's me either not remembering or just not having the time. And so if you don't mind me popping in every once in a while, and just, commenting, answering something, or posting something, or whatever that happens to be, and nobody gets offended by that, by the lack of interaction that I sometimes will give.
I'll probably be more because I'm on Discord a lot with my sons and our D&D thing.
Okay.
I'll join that one, and then if there's anything, like, I can just flag it up to you, Chris, and just say, "Hey, Crochet a While said something really inappropriate. Let's jump on that." Yeah,
yeah, that's what I expect.
And it's funny, so let's go laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's my own personal little caveat there. So just don't.
But what's it called, so other people can join in?
I don't know. I'll have to look for it. I don't even have it on this computer. It's on my laptop. I just
okay.
I don't know.
I'm sure Crochet a While and Listen knows.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can post, because links typically get all. Oh, it's called the Bearded Ones.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So that makes sense. So that works.
I like how I wasn't even invited to it. I feel.
No, you were. I just haven't sent it to you.
No. I'm already hurt. I've taken offense.
Well, don't take offense. Well, be offended at me that I didn't pass it along.
I need a few fences, so yeah.
Okay.
Love
it. Luna's lately been watching movie shorts on YouTube.
Yes. There's a sci-fi channel dedicated to sci-fi shorts on YouTube.
Is that Dust?
Incredible. Yes, Dust.
Okay, yeah. I've seen some of those. Those are phenomenal.
Really great.
Yeah. Hello,
Hello
Red
there.
Comet. Welcome. Uh, sure, we've seen the 2017. No, Revenge. I have not seen it. It's on my list though.
What?
It's by the
Have you not seen this movie?
I don't know. It's by the same person who directed The Substance, which
Yeah.
makes me really want to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just I think because it reminded me on the outset, at least on the tin, of what's I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh no,
That
it's
type
not.
of
It's not.
thing?
It's not as bad as that.
Okay.
It's just visually, it's also really interesting. I mean,
Okay.
The Substance, visually.
Yeah. Well, yes. Okay. So anyway, yes, I'll have to watch it. But any in that vein that are coming
Oh.
out that we're looking forward to.
Anything that Samara Weaving is in, probably.
She's outstanding.
She's normally like that. I really want them to do Babysitter 3. I love those films.
I don't know how they do it though.
I mean, I didn't know how they were going to do number 2.
Yeah, but
And they
number
did that.
2 has a conclusion though. I mean, it wraps up. It gives a redemption arc. It gives a story. You know, I mean, I don't know. No.
I want more.
Okay. Well, sure. Okay. Yes.
That reason, you can have some good writers.
You want your mind blown? The Babysitter and the Babysitter Killer Queen are directed by the same dude who directed Uglies.
What?
Yeah.
McGee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember in my reviews going, I'm so surprised this is actually good. Because the last thing that he did that was half decent was the
Charlie's Angels.
yes, and those were tongue in cheek and okay for its time, but now not so much. Uglies was a wannabe Hunger Games or
totally.
Divergent. Yeah.
Yeah. And what people were saying though is the book that's based on actually was out before those books.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate if this is taking so long. It's been on like the cutting room floor for years. It's yeah.
Okay. Bleach and Kenshin come back in October.
Yeah, the anime month for October, it's crazy good with like the big anime titles. They're back from Bleach. I'm so looking forward to Bleach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Waiting for Penguin episode 2. Ruben has seen the whole series.
I'm waiting for Penguin episode 2 so bad.
Like,
Do you mean you're so excited to watch it, or is it?
Yeah.
You think
No,
it's episode 2 not out? Or is that tomorrow? Sunday?
Might be tomorrow, Sunday.
I think Sunday. Yeah. I mean, every episode is good. So.
Chainsaw Man. Is not going to have a season 2. It's just getting a movie.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it had a lot more manga. Maybe it didn't.
Maybe they're just not.
Yeah. Okay. But the first season was phenomenal. Did you get around to watching that? No.
No, I want to because it intrigues me.
Dude, as a chainsaw for a head.
Yeah, right. Well,
how's that work?
A dog also, right?
Yeah. Dog with a chainsaw on his head. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm totally down for that. That's
works.
Like my kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird, and it's so gory.
Nice. Getting through Rings of Power season 2 has just been a slug. Just finished episode 5. Have 2 more. Show's kind of boring.
Oh no.
You didn't like one of the episode 2, was it, of season 2? Is that what you had said?
I watched the first bit of episode 1, and it was so dark I had to leave it until I could switch to another thing so I could watch it, like Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched it. I mean, I enjoyed season 1, but I binged it as a whole.
That's I think that's what we've been waiting for. Yeah.
Do we have a favorite sci-fi franchise? Ooh.
What, like a TV series or like a movie?
Or movie franchise. Yeah.
Are there any good sci-fi? I mean, Aliens, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
The Expanse as a TV series franchise, that was incredible. But it sounds like you're saying more movies.
Yeah, because the OA. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many. I don't know. Yeah, and Firefly, that spawned the movie. Still fantastic. Um, yeah,
I'm having
those
trouble to think they like pop into my head because I'm sure there are. Oh, Fringe, X
Fringe.
Files.
Oh my gosh, Fringe, X Files, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Any of the Star Treks, really? Yeah.
Okay. Wait, is this an online podcast? No.
No,
Mm-mm. Nope.
we do it offline.
Hey, Mr. Ruby and Chris, what are your thoughts on Evil Dead 2013?
I haven't seen it.
I love the bloody end of it. The ending is just bonkers.
Wait, this is not the. Oh, it's not Rises.
No.
Because the ending
It's
of that is
by-
bonkers.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. No, this is by Fede Alvarez.
Yes.
Who did Romulus.
Yes.
It is.
And Don't Breathe, right?
Yeah. It is just blood soaked. Literally blood soaked.
Is it good?
I had fun with it. I mean, it's just a modern kind of retelling of the original. It doesn't have as much of the campiness in it.
I think that's kind of for me. That's kind of what makes Evil Dead gold.
Yes.
Especially number 2, because the first one is.
Yeah, this one is very, very violent.
Right.
At points. So
Okay.
for gore and stuff like that,
It's a proper
great.
horror now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
But
fun. And there's
I was gonna say, without Ash, is it really an Evil Dead movie? Because
Sure.
the campiness from Evil Dead 2 to Evil Dead 3, which is just ridiculously campy. I mean, that film is stupid, but it's great as well, like all at the same time. But Rises, I felt like we were starting to get get back into what the original Evil Dead was, even like with the creature feature, the monster creation, but was still quite terrifying, I thought, in places. Like,
Yeah. Brother works for Ticketmaster. If you wanted to go see Sum 41's last show in LA, it would cost $325 for way back in the upper state.
Hell.
Yeah.
Why would you? No, I just watched it online with far better seats.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I just my youngest is going to When We Were Young festival in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks, and I mean, it's cool because the artists are playing like an album. Like they're gonna, which is really cool if you happen to love that album that they're gonna be playing. But it was still really expensive. I mean, it was an expensive show, and I'm like, about that. But anyway, tell us what you really think, Ruben.
Sorry, tell me to shut up if I need to.
Need mods, really. What's the name of your reviewer? Chan 6? Is that like a Chan 4chan? I don't understand. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Yeah. Chris versus Ruben. Dude, Ed versus Spinny, or Ed versus Spencer, is there's several that use that same name, but there was one that was done in Canada. I almost peed my pants laughing at one of them so hard because they were who could stay handcuffed the longest. But then they were handcuffed, and one of them grabbed this shocking machine that his grandfather had built. And what happened is it traveled through because they were connected by metal and the handcuffs. And so the other person was also getting shot. And it's not like it was just a little zzz, it was like full on contracting of your muscles type of thing.
That's hilarious.
And so he couldn't let go.
That's crazy. Going back to the ticket cost of so £335 for sitting in the back, or $325 for sitting in the back in the upper stalls to watch a Sum 41 contest. You could spend £430 and camp for a week at Glastonbury. Right, that's Glastonbury. You know, all the headline is that. Yeah, come on, man. What the hell?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Been obsessed with watching Maya the Husky shorts on YouTube. I don't know what that is.
Husky shorts are funny because they're so intelligent. They talk. Sometimes you say, "I love you," and they go, "I love you," and you're like,
funny.
it's pretty cool.
I love watching the fat little baby huskies as they trot along and then fall off of things because they're just big puffballs. Oh, Ruben's channel. Oh, it is the Ruby Tuesday. Yes. It'll be in the description on my channel or in yours, bless you.
I think if you search up, it should be like first or second on YouTube because it's so unique. It's either the Ruby Tuesday restaurant or Goodbye Ruby Tuesday song, or but it's called the Ruby Tuesday. It had to be specific, otherwise a bit like, they can say, hey,
yes,
that's our name.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, it's not. That is before it.
Yes, Crochet While and Listen Perfect. Yes, I will put that in there. The invite to the Discord, so everybody can.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'll be.
And maybe if I've got time, I could do like a watch along with them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Because you can do that, and
on Discord you can. Oh, because it's Okay, nice. Concerts from what are your guys' best concerts you've ever attended? I've seen Elton John several times. The last time I saw him, he did well over an hour encore of just by himself. He sent his band off. He came back out, sat at the piano, and played forever, and it was spectacular. But Garth Brooks, regardless if you like country music or not, did not matter. When we saw this dude play, he talk about an entertainer. Such a wonderful show that the energy and everything was just amazing.
That's awesome. Unfortunately, I had a very sheltered Christian upbringing. I didn't get to watch or go to ones that I really wanted to go to.
No DC Talk?
I mean, yeah, I saw DC Talk and Delirious and all of those guys, Stephen Curtis Chapman and all of that. But probably nobody knows who that's Carmen.
I do. I've met all those people too.
Yeah, I knew you would know. But the best one I did wasn't music. It was Tony Hawk. I got to see him at a live event that he did, and that was awesome. Yeah.
My youngest is going this week, driving into Oakland or San Francisco to see Hans Zimmer.
I am super jealous of that. Holy crap.
He spent money he did not have because he's just like...
Because he's there, yeah. Oh, but I get it. And to be fair, Hans Zimmer's getting on. There's probably not going to do that many more of those.
No. And our youngest has a... First off, he has a massive love for scores. But then he's got he's got some crazy it's not perfect pitch, but he has this gift where he can hear somebody's voice and know exactly who it is.
Wow.
It is it's like he'll hear the beginning of a word and you're like, what in the hell?
Oh, that's a fun game to play. You should play that.
I can't do that because I'm not good at that.
No, I mean, you try and stump him, get 5 tracks, and okay, what score does this come from? Or
yeah, no doubt. Oh, Kiss concert in 1984.
That's awesome.
Were they all in full makeup? Because those men are not good looking without the makeup. In the hopefully future, there will be another live action Pokemon movie. There you go. Yeah, because I like Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu was fun. That was good. I could watch another one of those. Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, for some reason, worked.
It worked. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think it would.
No. Paul McCartney at Outside Lands in San Francisco in 2013. That's awesome. I saw the Rolling Stones in Oakland, and we were so high up in the Coliseum. I mean, I think we were third row from the back or something like that. I mean, so high up that if you watched the video screens, you could see it, but it was so out of sync because of how long it took the sound to get up to us that it was distracting. You couldn't even watch it. So you just had to look down or look at the stage and not see anything, just these little blurry things there. But yeah. Oh, you also saw 9 Inch Nails there and
Oh,
Tribe
I'd love
Called
to.
Quest.
I'd love to see Nine Inch Nails. Yeah.
I would love to see him now too because of
Yeah. They've
I mean,
changed
Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross doing just all of their soundtrack score and stuff.
so good. Yeah.
Hey, just kidding. Glad you're here. Welcome. What stands right now as the best film you've seen so far in 2024?
Oof. Good
Wow.
question. So far, oh my gosh,
Strange Darling.
haven't seen it.
Followed very, very, very closely by Long Legs.
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
I mean, Azrael's up there for me. That's just joking.
You're just saying that just because.
I am just saying that just
keep
because.
piling it on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Whatever. Go
Oh my gosh, what stands as the? I hear someone's phone.
I think that's my microphone, maybe.
Oh wow,
Like getting some kind of interference, but I don't even have a phone next to it, so it's
that's so
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Jackpot, maybe that one. I can't even say that with a serious face.
Wow.
Have there been any good movies this year?
Yes, there are.
Blink Twice is definitely up there.
Civil War.
Okay, that's Civil War is the best film I've seen this year so far.
I've got, mine is like all messed up. My list is way too long here. Because there actually have been a lot of fun movies. Abigail.
That was fun, but I wouldn't put it at like my best. You would? Okay, cool. That's
Late Night with
okay.
the Devil.
Yeah, that was really good. Was that this year? Wow.
Yeah. Bad Boys, Ride or Die. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. You know, and in these, the thing is with my list is it doesn't have to be a perfect movie.
Right.
It's what did I have the most fun with? What would I watch again? What do I love the most, you know?
Was Top Gun Maverick this year? No.
No.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Or 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Jeez, that's getting on now.
Because last year wasn't Dead Reckoning.
Right. Yeah. I've had more good TV series, I feel, than movies this year so far. But Blink Twice and what are the one you said? The one with the war photographer.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Manson.
Infested. That was great.
Oh, yeah, I have that on my list. Yeah, no, that was yes.
You're like, no, yeah, so good. No. I think it's the ending that like it didn't quite hit the landing for me there in the ending, but I understood why they were doing. It does. Yeah.
Still though.
Yeah.
Saw Manson and Mannix live at 97 at a UK festival. Awesome.
Wow. Marilyn Manson and the Manic Street Preachers.
Watch-alongs and set events so people during the week can all talk about it later. Yeah, that'll be
can do that.
Energy is everything at concerts. Audience vibe makes or breaks a night out. Ruben, stop being a Christian. Hear you talking about it quite a bit. There's a lot in that question right there.
There is. I'm on a journey. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I hear you. That's exactly where I'm at. Badger watches gigs every month. Whoa. Some are similar and yet epic, others larger and quite sad if the audience is
dude.
Yeah.
Get me a ticket. Are we in the same we're in the same hemisphere, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a great concert club near me, and like Like they get big bands for how tiny the venue is, and it's
Oh,
awesome.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
man.
some really great shows there, but not so many recently. But
Okay.
yeah,
Are they expensive?
no, not typically. No,
Oh, nice.
yeah, like $40 maybe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kiss was not in full makeup. By the way.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Gary Newman still rocks, in case anyone wonders. Okay. Radiohead, Moon-Shaped Pool from 2017. Almost 4 hours. Yeah, longest show
Is
ever.
it?
Hey, you know,
Holy
yeah,
crap.
we're
Yeah.
at 3 minutes and 52 seconds. There you go. Leo the Bat.
Party time. Excellent.
It's, yeah, yeah. See, Chris's mic attacking him live on camera. Proof that I'm
Proof
being
he's being
haunted.
haunted.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all those horrors you watch, Chris.
Oh, and it could be the masks also. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you some salt. Just salt everything.
Oh gosh. Oh, awesome. Just the kind of channels we love, different points of view, nationalities, age groups, ethnicity. Yes, exactly. That's what we love too.
That's why people rock. Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. All opinions on movies are welcome here, and on music and books. Except for The Relic. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to like the movie because that's just wrong. No. I am an echo chamber. Echo, 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 echo. Actually, I bet I could do reverb here. Wait, let's see.
Cool.
Can you hear that? Does that give you? Can you hear the reverb on that?
No, but it's just really bassy.
Oh, that's so unfortunate because in my head I'm getting all kinds of echo because I could add reverb to it.
Nice.
Bummer.
Yeah.
So
Literally, you are your own echo chamber.
exactly. Well, and today because of the gremlins, whatever. So, Ruben, I do think it's time that we say goodbye.
Yes.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Everybody, we appreciate you so much coming on, sticking with us 4 freaking hours.
Yeah, man.
Huge. But hey, it was great to talk with everybody. Good commentary, good comments. Don't forget we have our Patreon, patreon.com, the bearded ones. £1 is an entry to get in there.
Got a video going up there today, actually.
Oh, nice. What's it on?
I forget.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Terrifier 2 discussion will be coming up soon also. But there's some outside the paywall. Then a whole bunch, over 100 videos to dive into. So if you enjoy this, what Ruben and I do back and forth, it's just more of that. Just as stupid sometimes or more. So, but thank you for all of that. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. Me, Chris, Movies and Munchies. Red comment. See you guys. Love it. Bye. Thank you. Mwah. I was able to actually do it. Hey.
Nice.
Till next week. Time to start dinner. See y'all in the Discord. Yes, and I will post that in the comments. I'll send it to Ruben also. Hope you find the right way. Me too. Okay. Thanks. Just kidding. Appreciate it. Everybody. Okay. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.